This video version is a detailed step-by-step build, and therefore it's super long. I strongly recommend instead clicking to the other video version. That one is an overview of the build, and then it jumps right to the final assembly of the ship. Still here? Okay, let's go! In a moment I'm going to begin with a build introduction. Then I'll step through construction for each subcomponent, and then I'll show final assembly for the ship. You can jump directly to a specific component by clicking on here, or using the text links in the video description. Hi, today I'm going to walk through the design and construction of my latest LEGO creation. This one's called Serrated Knight. Move it around a bit here. And this one's a Vic Viper, so that means it has two forward prongs. As you can see here, they extend just barely in front of the nose of the ship. Two wings, and then in the rear it has one vertical stabilizer. It also has two rear wings back here. I don't think those are technically required, although my previous Vic Vipers and most of them that I've seen from other people have that design. This was a really fun one to build. The largest thing I've ever done, and one of the most challenging. And one of the big challenges was I tried to do something with an aesthetic that was a bit like the modern stealth fighters. So there's nothing curved on this ship at all. Everything is faceted. And one example, if I can pull back here, is the cockpit. So this is sort of cockpit nose section where the pilot is. Pick this up. Converges in on every facet, converges into the nose, like so. And then behind that, I really like the way this sort of big strut section came together. There's this bit of structure cuts across the ship, up over the center and back, down. It was fun to build, and in previous designs I played a lot with different colors here, to the extent that it was possible with the available bricks. I wanted to make it pretty striking. Ultimately, I moved it back to black. I thought for the overall balance of the ship, it looks better that way. Right behind it, I like this intake section, so did something kind of fun here with a combination of brackets, and the internal geometry is pretty interesting. I'll show that later, before everything ultimately converges here back to the back. So I'll spin it around just a bit. Being the largest thing that I've built, and having all these facets, and being black, it was a real pain to photograph. It's been a pain to video, but I'll do my best to kind of show it off a bit. Maybe take it up off the stand. Like so. And if I do this right, you can see in profile that these outer wings, just like everything else, are canted relative to the main body. So lots of angles everywhere. Okay. And I'll flip it over briefly without dropping it, hopefully, just to show the bottom. And when I put everything together, you'll see more of the bottom and how this all came together. But it looks like this. Okay. So let me show you how it all comes together. We'll start on the cockpit, and this is one of the more complicated assemblies. It begins with this little bit. So this is a 1x6 plate here in the front, and connected into that is a 1x2 corner plate, a 1x3 plate, a 1x2 plate with a clip, and then on either side of that are some 1x1 plates here. And then following along from the other side, so behind that plate is a 1x2 plate, with a 1x1 with a clip light into it for a stud reversal. This then has is connected into a 1x3 plate here in brown. It's got on top of it if I pop off this, a 2x2 corner plate in dark tan, 1x1 plate. It's capped with a 1x3 tile, like so. Behind that is a 1x2 plate with a clip, single clip, and then a little sub-assembly into that has this is a 2x2 plate in dark gray, 1x2 1x2 jumper, a clip light, and there's a tile on top of it. So this unit looks like, the whole unit together looks like this. Okay. Then into this we're going to put our pilot, and his little assembly looks like so. So we've got there's a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. Into that is a plate with 2 clips. It's got some zipline elements for controls, a couple of 1x2 plates, and our pilot. On top of that is a 1x2 plate, a jumper. Here, another clip light, and a white tile, which is just centered up on top here. So let me just straighten everything back out. And our pilot will then slide in here like so. Okay. Then there's kind of a mirror image version of those plates and the clip. Oh, sorry, I'll do this one first. So mirror image version of the plates and the clip, and which is going to come along here into that clip light and the connection here. So it goes like that. And then another version, another set of plates here. We'll cap this off. And so our pilot's going to end up centered in the middle of this section, along with a bunch of studs going either way. And very importantly, these 4 clips facing up. Okay. The next little bit is this. So let me just to remind myself where this is going to go. I think it's going to go like that. So this is a 2x4 tile. It has underneath it a 1x. Let's see. Take this. I'm going to remember how this goes together before I take it all apart. Okay. Let's do it like that. Okay. So so this is our 2x4 tile. It has a brick with a side stud, 2 plates underneath it here. Then in the front of it, this is a 1x2 plate. It's got 2 bricks with side stud, like so, and a 1x2 brick with side studs. And up underneath that is going to go this unit. This is a 1x2 Technic brick. It's got a 1x2 plate and a couple cheese, and then some 1x1 bricks with side studs and another plate underneath it. And this unit will connect in up underneath like this. And you'll see why it's all so complicated in just a bit. And so this unit will then come in right around the side of this bit with the pilot. So it's going to fit in there very nicely. And we'll cap it off with a 2x4 tile on the other side as well. Okay. Then the next bit, so the facets kind of coming up around the top look like this. So there's maybe I'll start. There's a 1x10. Is that right? Yep. 1x10 plate here in light gray, and I put a olive plate on top for some contrast. Then into, if I take it apart a bit, so there's a 1x6 plate on the front. It's got a couple of 1x4 and a 1x2 panel. And then this bit is a 1x2 plate with the bar, the kind of the center bar element. I've got into that you can see just the cylinder and then I think if I did this, yeah. And so then there's a plate with a hole, and then one of these nifty new parts, which I don't even know what to call it here, as becoming part of the control assembly here in the clear. And that sits on top like this. Okay. A couple more plates in the Translite Blue. Everything has the Translite Blue panels on top. There's then a 1x8 plate, a 1x4 plate in dark blue. And then around on this side, it's a 1x2 plate in dark blue with another one of those plates with the bar, kind of center bar, and a blue panel. If you're going to make the same ship, these blue panels are super hard to find. So this unit, now with these two bar elements, is going to clip in to that first unit that we made. So I will do that like this. And that. And then we're just going to want to make sure it is right in the middle, even. Okay. See, like this. And I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. Okay. So you see, it's a pretty tight fit for our pilot, but he fits. Okay. The next little unit, is this one. So let me make sure I don't forget how this goes together. So we've got a, let's see, maybe I'll do from this side. So this is a couple of those 1x2 plates with the bars on both sides. In this case, it's in gray. Again, I really like those. And on top of those, let's see, I want to be careful not to. Oh, okay, great. So for this first unit, so we've got the bar, and then there's a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket, normal bracket on top. And to one side is in dark azure, this is a plate with a clip. And then a stack, this is 3 brick tall in dark blue. On the other side is a 1x2 plate with a clip, a tile. Okay. And that's going to connect into this unit. So here again, they got the plate with the bars on both sides. It has as a spacer, it has a round plate rather underneath it. You can see on the front, again, a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket. This time it's got a tile on top. I'll show you what that's for in just a second. Into another of these dark azure plate with a couple other dark blue plates on it. Other side also has a clip into a plate. This plate has 2 of the whatever those clip lights plates into it, and then there's a clip light in between those, and so the unit looks like this. Okay. And this entire little segment then will connect in with the one next door. So it's going to, the clip light will allow us to reverse the direction of the plates of this plate with the clip. And then when these guys when this unit comes together, because of the way I've used the brackets, it will fit perfectly square, and I'm going to seize it up with that yellow tile. The yellow tile is just it's just 1x2 because there are all kinds of spacing constraints. It was very difficult to get everything to fit in properly in the center here, but it's reasonably strong. And then this segment will connect in like that, okay, on top. So once I've done all that, this bit can slide into the front. And I'll open this up first. And it's going to fit in very, very nicely. Right into, oops, so nicely I put it in backwards. into here. And then it's going to connect into the two studs here are going to connect into that unit we made earlier with all the stud reversals and the dark blay. And it's going to get a nice, as a spacing, it's probably hard to see back up in there, but there's the 1x1 round plate, and the studs on the front of the thing are spacing it out just properly. It's a half plate offset there. Okay, so it's not going to go anywhere. And once I've done that, I can take these bits on the top and cinch it up a little bit. Like so. Okay. Looks like this. The next little bit to cap off this part of the cockpit, it looks like this. So this is again, I'll have to remember how this goes. Should be okay. So a couple of these big panels in transparent light blue. On top of this, 2 plates and a brick. So 5 plates tall. And then underneath that is a couple more of the plates in translite blue and a brick. Okay. And that goes into this little unit. So 2x2 plate. It's got some cheese on it. Another 2x2 plate. And then that 2x2 plate has a bunch of bricks with side stud on top of it, 1x1 and 1x2s on both sides. It goes into one of those nifty plate brackets. The plate bracket has into it a 2x3 plate, another plate bracket, 1x2 plate, and a tile. Okay. And the unit will connect in like that. Okay. And then once I've done that, this entire unit will come in and become the top of the cockpit. So it's going to then connect in 2 studs here and then 2 studs here in the back. So it looks like this. Just to cap that off, so there's a bunch of these 18-degree slopes. So this one has a cheese on top. Here's another one with a plate and a tile. I'm going to take this back off before I do the main assembly, but there's a wedge sits on top here. Same thing for this side. Okay. So that's the completed top of the cockpit component. The next component of the cockpit begins with sort of the lower half of the cockpit. Begins with this. So this component is, let's see here, how do I want to do this? Maybe I'll start from the bottom up. Take this apart. So this is a 1x8 plate. Underneath the 1x8 plate, there's this little sub-assembly for a stud reversal. It's a headlight brick to a headlight brick to a Technic brick here. And it has a 1x1 plate in it. That. On top of the 1x8 plate is a 1x2 plate, then another 1x2 plate, 2x2 plate sitting there. I'll put this back together. There's a 1x3 plate and a cheese. And when I flip it around, you can see that on this side, on top of the 2x2 plate, is 2 plates with clips and a 1x2 plate with a bar. And we'll go ahead and cinch that up like so. And then underneath that are 2 stacked hinge plates like this. And so that will connect in like that. And just make sure everything's tight. Then that unit's going to connect up underneath this one. This is a series. This is looks like another 1x8 plate, 1x2, 1x3. It's got a 1x4 underneath it, and if I take this bit apart, oops. So that's connected into a. Let's just do it like this. So 2, 3, this is the 8, 2, a 6, and a 3. And then up underneath this bit is going to be another 2x2 plate. It's got a 1x2 underneath it. So, and then the on the other side, 2 more plates with the clips on top, and a 1x2 with the clip. Go cinch that up. And then supported this is a 1x4 and the 2x2 corner. Okay, so connect all up in like that. And then these 2 units will go together. And then if I didn't mention, the entire top of this is covered with cheese. It's all going to be at a 30-degree angle. Okay. So there's that part. Then the up underneath this is this is a 2x2 inverted corner slope. It's got a couple 1x2 plates stacked on top, and a 1x1 brick. Okay, and that will connect up in here like this. And then along the top, this is looks like a 1x12 plate, and then 4 corner panel, 4 long panels, and this will all connect it up in here. And of course now I've got the panels at a 30-degree angle to the front. Okay. So set this aside for a minute. The next little part, I'll start with maybe this. So this is let's see, how do we want to do this one? And don't want to forget how this goes together. Okay, probably safe. Okay, so 2x2 corner plate into a 1x2 to 2x2 inverted bracket. I've got a 1x1 plate, another 1x1 plate here in dark blue, and a cheese here on the front of the bracket. This is then sitting on, going to go up into a 1x4 plate, and that has a 1x1 plate, goes into a 2x2 corner plate, and 2 1x2 plates top. So let me go ahead and do that before I forget how it goes together. So the segment will go like that. Okay, from this side. And then this little unit at the end, this is a 1x2 Technic brick, 2 holes, and into the back of that is a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket, the normal kind. And there's a tile, 1x2 tile on top. Okay. The other little part of this looks like this. So this is 1, 2, 3 1x2 to 2x2 brackets here in light blay, and the on top of that is a 8 long tile. It's got a 2x2 plate and a 1x2 plate. This is a 2x2 corner plate into a 1x2 plate and a cheese. So I put it together, looks like that. Okay. And then along the top of the tiles, I've got a bunch of cheese, one long, and then a row of 6 and 2 long. This one's going to hang off. I'll connect to something else in just a second. Underneath that is a 1x4 normal plate, and then a 1x4 plate that has just the 2 studs on it. And we'll connect those two, cinch those 2 up stronger with the 1x4 tile, and one more 1x2 tile. Okay. And then these 2 units will connect in on the front of that bracket like this. Okay, so the overall effect is a stud reversal. Spin this around. This will be the bottom part of the ship. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside too. And the last little unit to build here for the cockpit is this one. So it looks like this when I get it all put together. I'm going to start with this little part of the back. So this is a 1x1 Technic brick It has into each side is one of. Do I want to take this apart? Okay, let's do it. Is a round plate with a hole in it, and then it has a headlight brick connected up. So I had to get this half plate offset. You'll see in just a moment for something. And I was having, before it wasn't strong enough, it was coming apart. So I found the solution of using those nifty round plates with the hole in the middle, and through it I put a 3-long bar. So this is super strong now, and it's not going to come apart or bend. And that's this little unit then is sitting on top of a 33-degree inverted slope. It's got a stack of a 1x2, 1x1 plate and a tile. And then it's going into a stack of a 1x1 brick with side stud, headlight brick, another brick with side stud. So we get 3 studs there. And let me just make sure I don't forget how this comes together. And then that's connected into this bit. This is a 2x3, 1x3 plate. And it's not so complicated. Some of these corner wedges, a slope with a cutout. Okay. And then along the top, just fill that in with a 1x1, 1x3 plate and a 1x3 tile. Okay. And that entire unit then will connect in 3 studs to the front of this one. Just cinch everything back up. Okay, we're ready to put it together. So I'm going to, it'll go like this. So here's that bit we made before. And the top of this headlight brick is going to come in underneath and connect into the bottom of that stack of the hinge plates like this. And the reason we've done that is so that then it can rotate. It's going to be just in order to achieve the angle. It's going to be just, did I do this properly? Yeah. So in order to do the angle, it's going to need to move just a bit. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay, something like that. And then this bit I made before will then come in underneath that and cinch everything up. And when I do that, so it's going to connect to the 1 stud here, and you can, and then the 4 studs in the back. Let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll point out something else. So that looks like so. Then around the this back here, so that bracket that we, if you can see the bracket we put in before, that's going to help to hold the entire cockpit section in. And the tile on top is just a support because it's off by a half plate relative to the rest of this side. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do, so you can see how this is looking. I'm going to do the other side, just a mirror image. And like so. Okay, so you can see how this is all coming together now. So with that, I should be able to then bring the first part of the cockpit that we made into the second part. So it's going to slide into this like a channel. See, sorry, so it dips in over the top and comes into the channel. If I can reassemble everything properly, which I hopefully did. All right. So I really like how this fits together because now you can see. So it's the overall design is, so it's converging in towards the front, and then because of the way it's being held in the channel, this bit of the side of the cockpit also is converging. And just the overall, I think the facets here in the shaping is pretty nice. I really dig it. Then to the last little bit here is one of these wedges, and this will come in on the front and just latch in there for this bit that's on top. So this is the completed cockpit section. All right, I'm going to build the intakes. This is one of my favorite bits of this build, but there are a lot of little complicated internals. So I'll start with this component, and this starts with a 1x4 plate. It's got just the 2 studs on it, and that's connected up into a Technic brick kind of sandwich. So a 1x1 Technic brick between these 2 1x2 plates into a headlight and a 1x1 plate. And this then goes up into a 1x4 plate. That on top of it has a 1x2 and then a couple of 1x1 bricks with side studs. And it's connected up into a 2x4 dark blue plate here. Underneath that is a 1x2 brick, a couple of bricks with side studs, a 2x2 plate, and then a 1x2 brick and a 1x2 plate underneath that. Okay. On top is a 2x3 plate. It's got a couple of jumpers, and into that is a 1x2 plate, a plate with the handles, with a bar with the handle edge exposed, I guess. A 1x1 plate with a clip, another jumper, and on top of that, it's going to go a couple of 1x2 plates and a 1x3. Okay. So that's the first little component. The next one looks like this, and so I'm going to try to take this apart and remember how it goes back together. If I can manage to do that. Uh-oh. Okay. This is going to be a pretty good shot. Okay. So on the top of this is a 2x2 corner plate. It's got a long cheese on it, a 1x1, another long cheese, 2x2 plate with a cheese. And then on top of that is going to go a little unit here. It's a 1x3 plate. It's got a 2x2 tile, a 2x3 wedge plate tile, and then into that is a 2x3 plate and a 1x3 plate for now, just hanging off the back. And that will go together like so. Then this little bit on top of it is a, let's see, okay. There's a 2x2 corner plate. On top of the corner plate is a, on top of the corner plate is a 1x2 plate with a bar, a 1x1 plate with a handle, a 1x2 plate. And then over on the other side connected in is a 2x2 corner plate. Underneath that is the display is a 1x2 plate, 1x1 plate with a clip, and the clip goes into a plate with a bar and another 1x2 plate underneath it. Okay. And then this unit will go on top of, or rather these two will go together. And I just need to remember how to do that. So I think it is going to be like this. So there's just there's some space left exposed for the part where the bar and the clips come together. So like this. Oops. Okay. So it looks like so. And then we're going to go and on top of that, we'll go this little sandwich. So it's very simple. 1x8 tile, 1x8, 1x6, 1x4 plate. And we'll connect in on top like this. Okay. Then this unit should be able to connect to this one, which we made before. And so there's these, on these 2 exposed studs on the side. Will go into the underneath these bits that are on top of the clips. So I just want to get that on top, nice and tight. And if it's done properly, it will look like this. Okay. Then there's I have a mirror image, the same little bit on the side, and I will connect that into the same way. So that looks like this now. Okay. The next little subcomponent looks like this. So let's see, how am I going to make this go? So I'll begin this bit on the top. So this is a 2x2 plate. Underneath the plate is a couple of 1x2 plates, and then the top of a hinge brick. And I'll show you later what that's for. Then there's a Technic brick, 1x1 Technic brick. That's got a 1x2 brick up underneath it. 1x2 plate underneath it. A couple 1x1 plates, 1x2 plate, and sitting on top of the 1x2 plate is a bracket. 1x2 to 2x2. You're going to see a bunch more of those. On top of the bracket, there's a 1x2 plate, and then one of these silver ingots. You might wonder why it is that I left this space here between the two. And that is because later I'm going to stack more of these brackets in. And when I do that, the top of the bracket will come in, so that I need that space underneath this plate, or to receive the one right on top. Okay. But that's coming. So that's the bit on the top. And just make sure I remember where this is going to go. Okay. Then for the bit on the bottom, there's a 1x2 Technic brick. It's got a 1x2 and a 1x1 plate underneath it, and that Technic brick is going into a 1x2 Technic brick that has two holes in it. So looks like this. Okay. And underneath that is a 2x2 plate. That 2x2 plate on top of it has a brick with a side stud and a tile here. And then underneath it, this is a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket. It's got a plate underneath it and another one of those other brackets. This time there's a metallic silver. This is the one in the back, so there's a metallic silver grill here as well. A little finishing touch. Okay. And then this will connect in like so. Okay, so it looks like this. Then this unit can come in on top of this one. So let me just make sure everything is. See something is slightly out of place. Okay, so we're gonna take this and I will slide back in on the top into this gap. That's why underneath this olive cheese I left one exposed space. That's for this bit that goes on top. And then if I look at it from below, so the red Technic brick is going to go into the bottom of the 1x4 plate. Okay. So when I do that, it ends up looking a bit like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the mirror image for that component as well. So it will look like this. So here's the bottom, and here's the top. Oops, I made I don't like how this came together here. Just a second. There we go. So here it is from the top. Now we've got four more of those brackets, and I think this is the fun part. So these are going to stack in sort of nested. And when I do that, you can see that the way that this geometry comes together is that the center four brackets are trapped. So it's sitting right behind. There's of course the stud is just a little bit less than half a plate. So we've got the one behind that, this one there, and here the tile and the back of that top of the hinge brick are to keep it from coming in. so that there's nothing, so that there's something kind of pushing it out, and then this one on the top goes in that gap. So this is not going to go anywhere, but they're all loose. They're just trapped next to one another. I think it's super cool. Okay, and then we're going to complete the trap by putting this bit on top. It's a 1x6 plate with some cheese. So like that. And now we can see it looks like that. Okay. So I'm going to then over on this side, then I can put in, I've got 3 of these 75-degree slopes. So one on the top, like that, and then 2 stacked, and then can come in below. Okay. So you can see it's got a nice, I think, pretty nice finish on the top of that. I'm going to repeat that for the other side. Do the same thing. And last one. So. And then the, and then the slopes. Trap that. Okay, almost complete. So this last little bit in the center, there's a segment that looks like this. So it's a one of these big 1x2 to 2x4 brackets, rather. And let me see if I can. I want to do. I want to remember if I take this apart. I want to remember how it goes together. Okay. So it's going to look like this. So here's that bracket. On either side are 1x3 tiles. There's a 2x3 plate on top. Into the 2x3 plate, there's a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. It's got a 2x3 plate on the back of it. Then let's see, I'll make sure I know what's going on here. Then on top, we've got a one of these plate wedges. So I guess that's 4x3. Okay, and then finally into this exposed bit, there's a 1x2 to 1x4 bracket with a tile on the back. So it gives a nice look like this. And then this unit just slides in right on top, like so. And I'll cinch it up from behind. Okay, and it's that finishes off the intake section. Good. All right, now I'm going to make the engines, and the first bit of this looks like this. So let me try to take it a bit apart, and if I can do that. And remember how everything goes back together as usual. It could be a bit of a challenge. Okay. Great. So this bit starts with a bunch of bracket work, and we've got a 1x2 to 2x2 normal bracket in yellow. And that's connected to a couple of headlight bricks with a tile on top, a 1x2 plate, and a 1x2 tile. The reason for all this bracket work, it was to get the reveal of the half plate in yellow right here up against the blue. Okay. So, and then this bit with the headlight bricks and the blue, that's just for texture on the top. And then connected in on top of that will be 2 of these plate brackets. If I turn this around, the plate brackets have a 1x4 plate in the sort of the usual gap there in the bracket. There's a 1x1 brick with a tile on it, and a stack of 2 1x2 plates with a tile on it. Okay. And that will sit on top of the bracket, like so. Okay. Then this bit is another 1x2. Oops. So sure, don't look in. So this is a 2x2 plate bracket. It's got a 1x2 brick with 2 side studs and a 1x1 brick with side stud on it. And then connected up underneath it will be another 1x2 brick with 2 side studs. And it has a plate with a clip on top, a 1x2 plate with a bar, and a cheese. And later, this is going to be for connecting a bit of the sort of a reveal where some more mechanical bits are coming up out of the top of the rear fuselage near the engine. Okay. And so this component, there's a slot for it. The footprint will come right in here. Okay. So it looks like this so far. Then onto this side will come this bit. So so this is a from behind. You can see a stack 1x3, 1x3 plate, 2x2 plate, and then 2 of these opposing 2x3 wedges here. And on top of that, we've got 2x4 wedges in dark blue, like so. A 1x2 tile here, black, and a 1x1 tile. And this will fit here on the inside, like, let's see here, should go just like this. Okay, so connected in on 5 of the studs. Done that properly. Okay. Then we've let's see, for the engine bit itself, this is a there's a 2x4 plate here in black, and connected up underneath it is a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket in black. There's 2 of these really nice metallic silver cheese graters on it. 2x3 plate in black, and then these may be difficult to see, but 2 2x2 corner plates in metallic silver, which together make cover a surface area of 2x3, right? And I don't know the name for this little Technic bit that's on top, but I really like these things, and there are 6 of them for sort of thrusters and a cheese. Okay, so this little unit will then connect in on these 4 studs of this black bracket underneath. Okay. So the whole unit looks like this. Okay. Then we've got a, oops, here's that little exposed mechanical bit. And this has 2 1x6 tiles. In this case, I put a decal on top. And underneath it, there's 2 headlight bricks. That goes into a brick. This yellow brick is a 1x2 brick with studs on both sides. So 4 studs, 2 of which are going in the back of the headlight bricks, 2 of which are going into a brick with side stud here. And then a stack of these round metallic silver plates, a couple yellow ones at the end, all round. Those 1, 2, 3, 6 of the metallic silver, 1 yellow. And then importantly, there's a jumper here under the headlight brick on this side in red. So we'll come back to all that in a bit. Okay. So now I'm going to do the bit here that goes all along the kind of rear fuselage and connects into those engines. And it starts with this big stack of plates with bars and clips. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them, plates with the clip on top into the 1x2 plates with bar. There's then across that are 1x3 and 1x8 tile. So the tile is going to extend off the edge here just a bit. And this entire unit is then on top of a big series, if I dare to take it all apart, a big series of 2x4 plates. So something like this. So you can see the 2x4 plates all the way across. And those are backed, again, one right here as well. And those 2x4 plates, if I spin around, have a 2x10 plate and a 1x2 plate behind it. Okay. So before I lose it, let me put everything back on where it was. All right. Okay. And then back here behind the that stack of the 2x4s, this is a 2x8 in dark blay, and it has a 1x1 plate on top of it here. And then there's a 2x2 corner plate and a 1x1 plate in the channel. All right, and then I just queued up a bunch of little components then which will fit across the top of this as we build this out. So here's a 1x8 plate on top of a 2x3 plate. It itself has a plate bracket underneath it here with a 33-degree slope on top. And from below, you can see there's a 1x3 plate, a 1x1 plate underneath this cheese, 1x1 cheese. And so it looks like this. And this will fit right in on top, like so. Okay. The next part is a series of, looks like 7 45-degree slopes with cutout in light blay, 1 in dark blay, like so. And that's all parked into a 2x8 plate. So it's below the 2x8 plate. There's a 1x3 plate over here on the side of the slopes. And then on top of the 2x8 plate, there's just a bunch of tile work. 1x6 in the center, 1x3, 1x3, 1x2. Okay. And this bit is going to go into here somewhere. And let's see, where will that go? We'll go right here. Oops, like this. Okay, latch that up. The next part, the next part is another, so it's another, the base is another 2x8 plate in light blay, some tiles, 1x4, 1x2 in black and dark blay, a 1x3 tile in light blay on top. Then below this is a 1x4 plate and another 1x4 plate is offset. This has a 1x2 and a 1x1 plate up underneath it. And on top of it are 2 more of the plates with clips into 2 more of the plates with bars and a couple of black cheese graters. And this bit will then come in on top here. So connect in on these, all these studs. And you can see this big portion, which is going to connect to this section between this and the wing a little bit later. Okay. This is a 45-degree slope with cutout in dark blade. It has a 1x1 plate and a 1x2 tile, and it will sit in on top of there. This is one of my favorite parts. So it only comes in I think it might only come in black and white, but I love this part. So this is the 45 degrees kind of slope with cutout. Looks like this, and I put a 1x6 tile on top. It's really nice. You don't have to see all those slices between the 45-degree tiles. And in this case, there's a 2x2 corner plate on the back. And this will connect in here. done this properly. All right. So it looks like this. And you can probably see this is all going to connect in for some contiguous blocking out towards the wings and later. This bit is a looks like a 1x12 plate, like so. And on top of that is another 45-degree slope with cutout, a 2x4 wedge in light blade. It has a 2x3 wedge plate underneath it. Okay. And then this is a 1x4 plate and a 1x4 brick. Just straight up brick there. Okay. And this bit will go somewhere. Let's see. Ah, great. So it fits right into that channel. Okay, next. So 1x8 plate, 1x1, 1x1 on top of this 2x2 red plate, and an 18-degree slope. So. And this also has one natural place. Thanks in there. And this is a 2x4 plate. It's got a 2x4 wedge with a 2x3 wedge plate underneath it. Another 1x2, another one of these plates slopes with cutout. 1x1 plate, and it should latch up underneath here. To complete this sort of converging bit here on the side. Okay. And then lastly, does this make sense? So there's this must not be right. Aha, great. So lastly, another 1x12 plate, and this is going to go back up here along the edge behind all those slopes. Okay. So there's not tile work down here. There's other stuff that's going to be either you can't see it, or there are bits that are going to fit into this when the side component flips up inside of this later. Okay. So this bit now is ready to take the engine. And then you can kind of see exactly where it's going to go. And there's 5 studs here. They're going to hold it into place on this side. That will connect later in to the rest of the fuselage. And then this little bit, the 1x2 plate with the bar needs to bend down until it touches the top of this red bit. And then on top of that then will come that little exposed engine component we made earlier. And you can see that the cheese is there as a spacer to keep this from, so you can push down the top of it and get in the right spot. And if I turn it around, you can see, what's that? You can see it exposed, like just a little bit of metallic coming up out of the fuselage. Okay. So that is the completed engine and component. All right, now I'm going to start on the wing. And we'll begin with this little subcomponent. So looks like this. So this one's all studs up. So the bottom here are. Let's see if I take this apart. So this is a 1x4, 1x2 plate. Has a 65-degree slope on it. And then a 1x1 panel on top of that. And on top of this, we'll go a 2x2 corner plate that's got a 1x1 plate and a brick with a side stud. So then a 1x2 brick, and going up into a 1x3 plate, a 1x1 plate, a brick with a side stud. So, okay. And then the last little unit here on top is a 2x2 corner plate. It has, this is the one kind of tricky bit. So let me pull this. There's a 1x1 plate behind it, a 1x1 brick behind it. So we'll cinch this up. And this last little 3 across bit, so this is a 1x1 brick with studs on both sides. And on both sides, it's going into a Technic brick. So, and then tile on top of here and here, and a 1x1 plate into this side. So we'll cinch that up nice and strong. Okay, so it looks like that so far. Then the next little component is this one. So again, let me do this one studs up, and I'll start at the bottom. Okay, so this is a 1x3 and 1x1 plate. On top of that is a 2x2 corner plate. This is a brick with side stud, and it has a 1x3 tile in it. And then behind here is a 1x1 plate, and it has a 1x1, a brick with side stud on top of it. And then into that is a 1x4 plate with 2 1x2 plates on it. This. On top of that is a 1x1 brick. So a 1x1 brick with side studs, which has a stack of a couple of plates and a cheese, and this 65-degree slope on top. Okay, just flatten it back out. Then this is a 1x3 plate. It has a 1x2 plate and a, let's do that first. So 1x3, 1x2. Back into here. And then this is a 2x2 corner plate. It's got a brick with side stud going off this way, and then a plate with a brick with side stud going off this way. Okay. And then that 1x3 brick goes on top of it. So, okay. So then I can put these 2 components together like this. It's looking like this below. You can see it's starting to line up another channel of direction for studs, slightly offset from the one going the right and left. And one more 1x4 tile will hold this together. Okay, so come back to this in just a minute. Here's the next bit, next component, and maybe I'll pull this apart as well. So studs up this direction, it's a 75-degree inverted slope into another 75-degree inverted slope, and a normal 75-degree slope on top. And then into that is going a stack of a brick, a Technic brick, couple plates, Technic brick, couple plates, Technic brick, couple plates. It's the usual snot, 5 plates for every 2 studs. And the Technic bricks have these black 1x1 plates in each of the holes. Okay. So, so put it back together, it looks like this. And then this is going to go into a 1x6 brick. It's got a 1x10 plate on top of it, and then some tiles, 1, 1, 3, 2. Okay. And thankfully, there's only one way to put that back together. So it looks like this. Okay. And then we can, going back to that segment we put before, these will go together. And I believe they will go together like this. Does seem to work. Okay. So I'll set this aside for a moment. Then we've got this super spidery bit looking here. This is going to be up underneath the wing here by the time we finish. To take this one back apart, I'm going to pop this off. And just need to remember how this goes later. Okay. So this is a 1x2 Technic brick with 2 holes. It has a pen with a stud in it over on this side, and then across the top here, this is a Technic brick, two plates, Technic brick with a plate, 2 plates, brick with side stud going the other way, 2 plates, Technic brick, and a plate. And let me just remember how this is going to go. Okay, pretty good. So then this, the spidery looking bit, this is a Technic brick and with a plate into a plate with clip, 2 plates, plate with clip, a couple bricks. And then this is a brick with studs on both sides. So it looks like this, right? And off the top of that are this. I love this part, it's showing up all over this build. A plate with bars on both sides, and going into a plate with a 1x2 with a clip. Same thing on this side. This side has a 1x2 plate on top of that, and both sides have some cheese here just to clean up the bottom a bit. Okay. So then I'm going to put the back of this, the back of this Technic brick into that stud on the pen. Okay. And then that's going to get this too long cheese on top to lock it. Okay. The next little part here is this one. So let's see how to do this. So this is this is going to be a brick with studs on both sides. One of the studs goes into a Technic brick that has a plate on top. A tile on top. The other stud is going into 2 plates here, and there's a 1x4 tile here. You might wonder why I have this looks not so strong. Why I didn't put the tile across the 2 of them. That's because I needed this tile to stretch out too long on this side. We'll see it later. Okay. And then into the bottom of this is another brick with 2 studs, 2 plates underneath it, and then a brick with side stud is going into that. Okay. And this little assembly pops in like that. So altogether looks like this. And then I believe it's going to connect in here somewhere. So I just need to, so then this exposed stud will come in here like this. Okay. And you can see there's now a stud reversal on this part as well, going off the other direction, which we will use in a minute. Okay. So then this segment I will be able to fit up underneath the wing. Okay. So it's going to connect into this stud going this way, and then all those 3 studs going up to start. Sign nice and strong. Okay. From below, it's looking like this. Catch the light. Okay. I'm going to cap it with a 75-degree slope with the cheese on top. Cheese grater on top. And that'll go into this exposed stud. So it looks like that. Then a couple of these smaller components to go up underneath it. So this is what is this? This is a stack of this is a 1x3 plate, a 1x1 plate into a 2x2 plate. It's got a 1x4 plate on top of it. a 1x1 plate with a clip on the edge and 2 cheese here. Okay. And this little bit, if I have done it properly, will come in and connect here, I believe. Okay, so it looks like this. Now the next little segment is a looks like a 10 long 1x10 plate. It's got the dark azure cheese all along the top, and then below is there are 2 2x2 corner plates and 1x2 1x4 plates. And as you might expect, then this will go up underneath here and connect it on top of those bar elements. So it looks like this from below and like this from above. Okay. And then lastly, for this part of the wing, this big stack. And this guy is it's a brick with side stud, 1x1 tile, basically 5 bricks. I used a 1x3 in the middle, a plate, brick with side stud, 2 plates, brick with side stud, 2 plates, brick with side stud, and then 4 more bricks, a plate, and a cheese. 3 of the bricks have been combined, and in the middle of all of this is a 1x3 tile. Okay. And this unit is going to will connect in on the 3 studs up onto this side, fill out this edge, and all the way down here. Okay. So here's that part of the wing. All right, the next big component of the wing starts with this, and so let me make this all studs up. So this is, oops. Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe I'll do it from this side. So this is a 1x4 plate into a 1x6 plate, 1x1, and maybe just rebuilding it as I go along. So this is a, oops. One, and then this is going into another 1x6, 1x1, 1x1, 1x2 with the decal. You can see I put it across and kind of carefully cut. And this 1x2 on this side is a 1x2 to 2x2 bracket. So looks like this. Then this is a 1x4 plate with a 2x2 corner underneath it, and a 1x4 panel on top. And then just a 1x6 plate with 2 1x4 panels on top, including the continuation of that decal. And then I'm going to flip this back around. Up underneath this, we're going to put this is a 1x2 to 2x2 inverted bracket. And then another one, this one's got a 1x2 plate and a cheese on it. So it looks like this. Okay. Then this little bit is a 1x4 plate. It's got a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket. On this side, a 2x2 corner plate into a Technic brick with 2 holes, and that Technic brick has a 1x2 plate in it. And this will all go up underneath here, like so. This next bit is a stud reversal in a small area, and I used these old finger hinges to do it. And so we've got one finger hinge into reversed into an 18-degree slope. That's got a 1x4 panel on top of it. Goes into another half of a finger hinge, again reversed with a 18-degree slope on it. Okay, and then into this portion. This is a, let's see, make sure I don't mess this up when I put it back. Should be like that, I think. Okay. So then this is built around a 2x2 corner plate here. It's got a tile on it. It has a 18-degree cheese grater on it. Underneath the cheese grater is a 1x1 plate and a 1x2 plate. And on the other side is a brick with side stud into the back of a headlight brick for strength. Okay, so it looks like that. And then this is going to go up. Let's see, how did I have that? Oh boy. I need to remember where this was. I think it was here. And then we'll find out in a second because I'm going to try to put it all back together. So this portion now will come up underneath here. And connect like so. Okay, and looks like this from this side. Then I'm going to bring on the bit that's going to ultimately connect the wing, help to connect the wing to the main body. And let's see, how should we do this? This bit starts with a 2x4 plate. It's got two 1x2 plates on top of it. Underneath it is a 2x3 plate into another 2x3 plate. So it has a little jog. There's a 1x2 plate here and a cheese. Okay. And around that's going to go this bit. It's a 1x6 plate. Has a cheese in the center, and then two 2x2 tiles, which are both going into mixel joints. One of them, the mixel joint, just has a cheese and a Technic brick. The other one, the mixel joint is going into a plate bracket, and then on top of the plate bracket is a Technic brick with two holes into, I bet this is a, yep. For strength, this is going into a 1x2 brick with studs on four sides. And then it's backed into the Technic brick. It's got a round tile on top, double holding everything together, and then that's latched on top. So it's really got this mixel joint sandwiched in between. Okay. And this entire little unit then will go on top. You can see where the dark belay is, like so. Okay. And then it itself will connect on top of all these brackets, kind of going every which way. So quite a lot of studs here, and bingo. Okay. The next little bit is this one, and let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, so this is studs up. This is a 2x2 plate. It's got a plate with a door rail underneath it. I needed the one plate wide spacer. You'll see why in a bit. It has a 1x2 tile, 1x1 tile, and a 1x1 brick here. And that's going into the bottom of a 2x2 corner plate, which is this. And then if I rotate it, that in turn has a headlight brick with a tile on one side. And the other side has a little assembly here. Let me pull it off. This is a brick with side stud with a tile on top. It's into the back of a headlight brick. Again, I'm using this technique for strength in various places where I don't want a headlight brick or a Technic brick to move. And on top of that is a 18-degree cheese grater. and then a stack of 2 plates and a tile. Okay. So hopefully I'll put that back just the way I found it. Hopefully. We'll see in just a minute. And then this segment then will come in and connect into the wing. Okay, and it's looking pretty good. So looks like this. Then I've got a this little bit, and let's see. I need to know where this is going to go. This correctly. Okay, I had to check the mirror image, and I realized, of course, I made a mistake. So this is the flush top of the wing, and this part should not be here. So I put this on backwards. So I'm going to pop this. Oops. I'm going to attempt to take this back off. Okay. And so this unit that we put together earlier needs to be down underneath the wing. So let's see if I can just take this all back apart. Like so, and like so. Okay. All right, that is looking much better. Much more correct. Okay. And then this little bit, I was wondering, like, where the heck does this go? So this is a 1x1 brick. It's going into a plate with a clip, into a 1x2 plate with a bar, and a 2x2 plate on top. And this will go into this headlight brick underneath and flip out like this. Okay. Then I've got this stack of 2 1x6 plates. Has a 1x6 tile, 1x4 tile, and it is going to go right onto that 2x2 plate. So it's going to look like this, and pretty happy with this. This is a nice looking edge, I think, and all pretty tight up here in the center. Okay. Then lastly, for this component, this is just a stack of plates, brick with side stud, brick with side stud, a couple plates, brick with side studs with a tile in it, and a couple plates. And this unit will connect up here. So, and you can see the blue blocking now, and why I need that door rail. Okay. So then I'm going to put everything together. I think I need to zoom out, so let's try that. Okay. And here's that part I made before. And now the two of them will go together. So this is going to connect in on here. Okay, but then to really cinch it up and give this some strength, given that it's going to be jutting out, this is a 1x10 plate. It's got a 1x8 tile and a 1x3 tile. And I can put this here across the top. It's going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs and connect up inside. Okay, and if I can catch the light, then you'll see. So now this thing is, this is the completed wing, and it is super strong. Now I'll start on the bit that componentry that sits between the main fuselage and connects to the wings. And we'll see if you remember how all this goes together. So I broke it into some chunks, and then I'm going to sort of tear them apart and put them back together. So this bit, first bit, as I do this, okay. Let's start with this. So there's a 2x2 and 2x3 plate, a 2x2 plate on top of that, and the on top of that will go this bit. It's a 2x3 plate and a 2x4 plate, and then underneath the 2x4 plate is a 45-degree inverted slope. Then underneath that original 2x3 and 2x2, here's a 1x6 plate. It's got a 1x1 plate on the end, a 1x4 brick with a 1x3 plate underneath it, and a couple of 1x1 plates. Okay. And then on top of that, this bit is a 2x3 plate to 2x3 plate. Then there's a plate with 2 clips, a couple of these 1x2 plates with bars on both ends that I really like, and some plates with clips on top. And this unit will just go on top like this. And then on top of that is a 1x6 brick. In this case, there's a decal on top and a couple of G's. So that's the first component. The second component looks like this. So let me think about how to disassemble it in a way that's going to make sense. And oh, I see what this is doing. Okay. Got it. So I'm going to want to do this perhaps. Okay, and we'll just make sure. Okay, great. So I'll start here. This is a 2x3 plate. It has, on top of that are 2 1x6 plates. Here. On this side. Then if I I'm going to spin this around. So there's the 2 1x6 plates. Then on top of those, there is a 2x6 plate. Looks like. Do this. Let's see. Okay, so here on the 2x6 plate is a 2x2, 1x3, 1x2 plate, like so, and a 1x1 Technic brick, like this, okay, and a 1x1. And if I put it back in the right spot, then this little assembly, so there is a headlight brick to a Technic brick to another Technic, to a Technic brick, and then a brick with side stud into that for strength. And so that unit goes like that. And then on top of that, I think, if I didn't put it all back together. So here's a 2x6 plate. It's got a couple of 33-degree inverted slopes underneath it. And then on top of it, there are 2 of these plates with clips. And again, the plates with bars and more of the plates with clips on top. And on top, so one of them is a 1x2 plate that way. Looks like for this other unit, there is, for strength, I use 2 of the going the other way, 1x2 plates with the clip at the end. On top of that is a 2x3 plate, 1x1 plate, a couple more 1x2 plates, and a slope. So it goes together like that. And then this unit will go on top of here. like so. And then these two units should fit together. Okay. The next, okay, great. So the next little subcomponent looks like this. So it starts with a, don't want to get this mixed up. So 1x4 plate, 2x2 plate underneath it. On top of the 2x2 plate is a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket and a 2x3 plate. And then what I'm just gonna stick up underneath there is a stack of a couple of 1x1 plates, brick with side stud, 1x1 plate, Technic brick with a plate in the back and a tile on the top. Okay, and it looks kind of like a little sandwich. And then we're going to use that to put here. And so we're going to put the plate on top, and then the subassembly will come in underneath it. Okay. So like so. And then it should be downhill from here. So this is a 2x4 plate, two more 1x4 plates on top of it, some cheese, and that will go here on top of this. Okay. The next little segment, just make sure I'm still on track. So the next little segment looks like this, and there's a 2x4 plate, and next to it's a 2x2 corner plate. Connecting on top of it is a 1x3 and a 1x4 plate over on this side, and a 2x2 plate and a tile on this side. Okay. On top of the 1x4 plate, there's another 1x1 plate and a 1x3 plate. Sorry, 1x3 tile. Okay, so it looks like that. And then this little unit, this is a 1x2 to 2x2 inverted bracket. It's got an 18-degree slope on it with cheese graters, and it's up underneath a 2x2 plate and a 1x1 plate on it. There's a stack of two 1x2 plates and a 1x2 tile. Technic brick with two holes here, and a 1x2 plate in the back of that. Okay. And then this, we're going to get a direction change. We'll go on top of, like so. Okay. And once I've done that, this unit should be able to fit up underneath right into here. Okay, and it goes in the back of that Technic brick. It hits all the other studs over there. So it looks like this. That leaves this big exposed area here, and we've got a big 2x16 plate, I think. Sandwich everything together nice and tight. Okay, getting close. Over on this side then, there's a back on top. So this is a 75-degree inverted slope. I've got a stack of two bricks with side stud with two plates in between them. Here, connected into it for strength. It will connect in right underneath here. You see a lot of gymnastics to keep the blocking correct, the color blocking correct. Okay. And that leaves just the right spot for the black 75-degree slope to come in, like that. And then on top here in this slot where the bracket is, I've got a 1x3 plate and a 1x3 tile with a decal on it. So kind of like this look, and that will fit in on top of those two studs. Okay, looking pretty good. Then let me just confirm how this is going to work. Below, is it correct? Let's see. Okay. So I had to check the mirror image I made a mistake here, and this 1x4 plate with the 1x3 plate should be the other way. So it should look like this. See the reflection? Right. And then that will be the that will leave the support for the rear tail wing. So let's see how I want to take this bit apart. Great. Okay. So this is a looks like a 1x10 plate. I've got 3 jumpers on top here. Those 3 jumpers then have a 1x3 plate behind them. There's a 1x1 tile here. Then the last stud of that long plate is up underneath one of these guys, the 2x2 plate with the round extension. Okay, kind of a part I really like a lot. And underneath that is a 1x3 plate with a 1x2 plate on top of it. And this is a 45-degree inverted slope. And it's going to sandwich a 1x2 plate up underneath that. Okay. Then this component is a 2x6 plate. It's got 2 jumpers on it, 1x1 plate. And it's then connected into a 1x4 brick with side studs, and and then just a single brick with a side stud, which has then on top of it a 1x8 plate and a 1x8 tile, and then this unit is held together with a 1x6 tile on top. Like that. And if everything is still correct, I should be able to put these back together. Okay. So I believe it will sit on top of one another like this. Cinch everything up. And that combination of the stud direction change makes this bit, with strength on both sides, makes this bit quite strong. And it's going to then fit in underneath this first component that we made. And so this gray plate is going to fit in that slot there. Let me put it all together. And if we've done it properly, then we should see this kind of stair step down the side. This is where the later when we put the wings on, these panels are going to they're going to come across and cover up this this hatch section. Okay. So that's the first subcomponent for the wing connection. All right, the second major component for this bit that connects the wings starts with a subassembly, looks like this, which I will now attempt to take apart. This whole area that I'm about to build turns out to be super complicated, and that is partially because the connection point has to be just right for later for the joints, which are going to bank the wing relative to where it connects to this thing. And then secondly, because I came back later and cleaned up the color blocking and texture on top, and it just made everything kind of complicated. So I'm going to take this part apart and hopefully remember how to put it back together later. And let's see here if I can bring this off. Great. Okay, and I'm left with something which is relatively studs up. So at the bottom here, this is a 1x4 plate. It's got two studs on it. Onto one of the studs is a 1x4 plate into the back of a headlight brick. And that headlight brick then has a 1x1 plate on top of it, goes into another headlight brick with a tile on it. And into the exposed stud of the headlight brick, flatten it back out, is a 1x1 Technic brick with a plate on top. And Then onto this, we'll go this little unit. It's a 2x2 corner plate. It has a tile on top. It has another plate underneath it, and it goes up underneath a 1x2 brick. That brick has a 1x1 tile under it and a grill brick. There's a grill brick over here as well. And so these guys connect in. Okay, like this. And then up into that, we'll go this combination of it's one of those plate brackets. It has a brick with side stud and with a plate on top, 2 plates below it, like this. And if I look at it this way, there's a brick with side stud and a cheese slope on top. Okay. And just need to remember it looks and goes in, connects like this. Okay. You might be wondering about the placement here for this geometry with this bit off the side. The partial reason for this complication is that I needed this hole in exactly the right spot for something else that's going to connect in there for strength later. Hence all these gymnastics. Then this bit is a plate bracket. It has a 1x1 tile on top. It's going into a 1x4 plate. And if I flip this around, so here's the 1x4 plate on the back. It has on top of it a 2x2 corner plate, a couple of 1x1 plates. On top of that is a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 brick with side studs. And then below that is a one of these 45-degree slope with cutouts in black. Okay. And this unit will then connect on top of these 2 studs. Like this. And I'm going to put a 2x2 round tile on top for strength. Later, something else is going to connect in up underneath this. Okay. So we'll come back to that. The next subassembly is this one. Okay, and let's see, how do I want to do this? I will try this one also. Studs up. So this is we'll start with these yellow bits. This is a 1x2 to 2x4 bracket, the big bracket. It has on top of it a 1x1 tile and a 1x4 tile. 1x1 and 1x4 plate, okay, and a 1x1 plate here. If I flip it around, there's a 1x4 tile here, and into this side is another yellow bracket, 1x2 to 2x2. Okay. And top of that is, then going into that, this is a 1x1, 1x2 plate underneath a 2x2 corner plate. That 2x2 corner plate has a 1x1 brick with side stud and a 1x1 brick underneath it like so. Okay. And a cheese slope on top. And let me just make sure I am putting this back together correctly. And I hope so. I think this is right. Oh, I see. I lost a bracket. Okay. Then there's a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. I'll put here. Okay, so far so good. And just make sure. Okay. Then come back to this in just a second. So this is a couple of 75 degree inverted slopes underneath a 2x2 plate with a 1x1 plate on top. And then into that is going to go this little unit. So this is a stack of 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. It's got a 1x1 plate on it. Into that, oh boy, is a 2x2 corner plate, kind of hanging off it like this. I'll come back to what's on the side here in just a minute. Then this is a 1x3, 1 and 2 1x2 plates on top. So we'll cinch that like so. And a 1x1, a brick with side stud, and a 1x1 brick with side stud here. Pardon me, facing out to go into the inverted slope. Also, a brick with side stud here. So the stud in the back turns out to also be important. Okay. And then lastly, hanging off this exposed bit here, this is there's a 1x1 plate, a brick with side stud facing in this direction, and a 1x1 plate with a clip. Okay. And this side stud goes into the top of this inverted slope. Okay. And if I kept it all together properly, then this will then connect in on top like this. Okay. Looks like that. And then this bit is a so it's one of these plate brackets. It's going into a 1x2 brick with 2 holes. Okay, so we get a half plate offset. It's got a couple of 1x2 plates underneath it. Some of those round plates with holes. This is just for texture, for design on top of it. And then a 1x2 black tile with a 1x1 plate underneath it. And this unit will connect in on top of the 2 studs here in the yellow bracket. Ooh. And hopefully I will put this back in the right spot. I think it was like that. And I'll see when I put all the assembly back together. So here's this unit. Okay. Oh, a couple other things to do here before I put it back together. So around on this side with those 2 studs on the brackets, this is a 1x4 plate and a 1x4 tile. Come in on top and it's going to look flush. Okay. Down underneath here, there's a little headlight or a little light detail. So this is a 1x3 plate. It's got some round plates and some round clear tiles on it, and it will connect in. Oops, around, connect in like this. So there's some lights coming off the bottom of the ship. And then importantly, we got this bit. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I think this will be fine. Okay, so let me start over here. So this is a this Technic gear rack, like a steering rack, and then there's 2 headlight bricks underneath it, one into the other for stud reversal. Underneath this one is a 2x2 corner plate. Over here on the underneath the Technic, so underneath the steering rack, a couple 1x1 plates and a 2x2 corner plate. Okay. And this is going to go into this bit. So this is one of those, I guess it's 4 plates tall, rounded brick. And underneath that is a 1x4, 1x2, 1x1 plate. Okay. So if I come around on this side, this will connect in to those 4 studs, like so. Okay. And then this little unit, it's got 2 of those these bricks with a rounded top, a couple of 1x2 plates, and then a metallic silver ingot, and it will connect in on these 2 studs. So it looks like this. And then this whole unit will then connect into this one, and it'll be on this stud for now of that exposed headlight brick. But the whole thing is also held in place, latched between these exposed bits coming off the brackets. It doesn't have anywhere to move. So I'll cinch that up. Okay. And it looks like this. So then I should be able, if I put it all back together correctly, to put these two parts back together. Okay. And let's give it a shot. Great. So it looks like this. And you can start to see how this is going to all connect and get stronger here later. So exposed side studs, and from the back, looks like this. Oh, here's that round tile. And now we put it back on, and it's holding both sections together. Okay, next bit. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, so studs up. This is a 1x2 to 2x2 bracket. It's got a ingot on it just for detail. And then on top of that bracket is a 1x2 brick with 2 side studs. Got a cheese on there. Let's see. If I not lose it, okay. And then a 1x2 Technic brick with 2 holes and a 1x2 plate underneath it. On top of that is going to go a 2x2 corner plate. It has a 1x1 tile and then a stack of 1x2, 1x1 plates, a cheese, and another Technic brick here. Okay. And then this little sub-assembly is a little bit here. So this is a 1x3 tile, a 1x3 plate rather, a couple 1x1 plates. It's going up into a Technic brick with a pen, goes to another Technic brick with a brick and a plate underneath. And this is all for color blocking purposes. So the transition gray and black. Okay. And then I'm going to take these 2 studs here and put them into the holes in the back of that Technic brick. Like so. Then when I bring this unit back, this component will fit in on top, and you'll see the blocking effect, color blocking effect. Do this properly. And from below, cinch everything up. Okay, so far so good. The next bit here, now for more blocking and effect on top, this is a 1x4 blue plate with a 1x4 tile on top. There are 3 1x2 dark azure plates, one off the front with the cheese, one in the center with a 1x1 plate underneath it, and one in the back. And this unit is going to fit up and slide up into here. It's not connected to anything, so it just fits in snug. But it's going to be trapped, so it can't go anywhere. And we'll do that using this. So it's a 1x3, 1x2 plate, has a 1x4 and a 1x1 tile on top of it, and a little decal. And this will come in across these 3 studs. Makes this component stronger, and it traps in this blocking bit. And intentionally, I did this all. I liked I worked hard to get a little reveal here. That's why it's off by the half stud. Sorry, the half plate intentionally. That was nice. Okay. All right, moving along. The next bit looks like this. Let's see, how am I going to carefully take this apart? Okay. So studs up. There's a 2x3 plate here. It has a stack of these 2 2x2 corner plates and one more 2x2 corner plate there. So when I put them all together, looks like this. Put it back together properly. If I spin it around on top of that, staying with that 2x3 plate, there's a couple of these panels, 1x2, 1x4, and a 1x6 tile, 1x2 plate, and a cheese grater. And into that, so I'm going to go this bit. It's a 1x4 plate. It's got a inverted 45-degree slope underneath it. Two of the 1x2 to 1x2 inverted brackets with a tile on the exposed side and a tile on top. Okay. And then this will connect in like this. And you can see building a channel here for later. This kind of strut coming off the main fuselage is going to fit into here, back behind the reveal. So this whole little unit will then connect in on top. All right. Pretty good. So it looks like this. There's an extra little detail. This is a cheese grater, and it goes on the one stud here. Again, this is where that later strut off the main fuselage is going to come down and latch into this, kind of hidden behind this area. Okay. Now we'll add a gun. This one is this is the 2x2 plate with the round extension with the hole. On top of that is a 2x2 round tile, round plate, 2x2 round brick, and a 2x2 tile with a hole. I think this one with the hole might be new in black. And a cheese on top, plate bracket here with a 2x4 tile attached to it. And then that 2x4 tile and are going to connect in on the 1, 2, 3 studs up underneath. So now we have a gun. All right, and lastly, where this all goes before I attempt to do it. Okay, must be like this. Okay, so the last component here is this one. So studs up looks like this. Maybe I will take it up. Start over here on this side. So this is a, let's see, what is this? Okay, there's some blocking going on here again. So there's a 1x3 plate with 2 1x2 plates on top, one in the dark blue, one in black, on the other direction. And then underneath it, I see. Okay. Very carefully. Attempt to do this. So there's a 2x2 corner plate, rather. 1x1 plate, 1x2 plate, 1x2 black, 1x3 black on this way. Off the side here, this is a off the side here for strength, this is a 1x2 Technic brick with 2 holes. I've got a plate in one side, and the other side has 2 bricks with side stud. And we'll connect in like this. So that's super strong. And I'll come back to that in just a minute. So this other side of it has a plate bracket. There's a brick with side stud on top, and below it is a round brick and a 45-degree inverted slope. Behind that, let's see, I don't want to lose how this all goes back together. Okay, so behind that will go a 2x3 plate. And then that's going to connect up into this plate bracket. Again, it's connected to the other assembly. 2x2 corner plate. The corner plate has is connected to a 2x2 plate, and I have a 1x1 plate on top of it. Now there's a 1x4 tile on this side, and on the other side is a 1x3 plate and a 1x3 tile. So this will connect in like so. Thanks for this kind of subassembly. And then this unit, so the 3 studs here are going to slide up and connect under this bracket and into this plate of this section, like this. And again, you might be wondering why there's so much, why so many gymnastics. And that is to get into just the right spot, this connection point where the wing is going to, where the mixable joints from the wings are going to connect here and here and here, in 3 different spots, and they all have to be in just the right location to get the geometry. Okay. So then, all the way back to this bit that we made before. We'll now be able to connect in, and it's going to sit on top on these 4, 6, 10, 13 studs. It's pretty strong. So we'll come in like this. And just cinching everything up. And from behind. Okay, so this is the completed section that sits between the fuselage and the wing. I'm going to put together the tail wing, and this will start, this has a bunch of little subcomponents, and the first one is this. So this is a 2x4 plate, has a 1x4 tile on top of it, and then underneath the plate is 2 1x2 plates with clips that are going into bar, 2x2 plates with bars. So let's see here. I'm going to take this apart. If we remember how it goes back together later. Okay. So there's the plates with the clips and the bar. Underneath, there's a 1x3 plate and a 1x2 plate here in dark blue. And there's an extra little cheese here in one of those. Okay. And into the front of this, we need to get a stud reversal. So this is 2 headlight bricks into one another and a 1x2 plate top. And this will connect in like so. Okay. Then the next little subassembly is this one. So this is 2 1x2 plates with clips on top, and the clip goes into a plate with a bar. On the back here, the one of those, so there's a cheese, and this little unit is a 2x2 corner plate with some cheese. One of those is a 2 long cheese, and use that to connect in. And then underneath this is a couple of slopes, so an inverted 33-degree slope into a 65-degree slope, 2 plates, and a brick with a side stud. And that connects in like so. And then this unit is going to sit on top of the other one. So the 3 studs in. If I've done this properly, will look like this, and I can cinch up the this plate that's going to connect to something else here at a 33-degree angle later. Okay, then this unit, I'll set aside actually for a minute. The next little component is this. So this is a big stack of 65-degree slopes. There's a tile on top, and I can probably pop this one off. And then, let's see, where should I begin with this? Let's do this. So this is on the back here, there's a 1x4 plate that has a 2x2 plate underneath it. On top of it is a 1x1 Technic brick. And then this subassembly, oh, sorry, so I'll do it like this. Let's remember how all of this goes together. Okay, 1x4 plate, 2x2 corner plate, a 1x2 plate. On top of this stud is this little unit of this is a plate with a clip. Into that 1x2 plate with a bar on both sides that I like so much. It has a 1x2 plate and a cheese on top. Connects into a plate with a clip and a single plate on top. Then, as you saw, on top of that is a Technic brick into a 2x2 corner plate, 2x2 corner plate underneath it, like so. And then on top of that is a 1x2 plate and a cheese. So that'll connect in like this. And then did I do that correctly? Is the question. And the answer is I think so. So then underneath this is a 2x2 plate, 2x2 corner plate. There's one of those 65-degree slopes. Let's try it like that. And then those two slopes, just a couple bricks here on top. And that connects in like so. Okay. Then the last little part of this subcomponent is this. So this is a 1x8 plate. It's got a bunch of cheese on top. There's a 33-degree inverted slope underneath it. And then this is two 1x2 plates and a 2x2 corner plate. Okay. So it looks like this. And this unit will connect in to that headlight brick. To the Technic brick. There, so stud in. And now there's a faceted edge here on the top. And then this entire unit, if I've done this properly, will connect into the first component. So 3 studs will connect. And looks like this. Okay. Set that aside for a moment. The next subcomponent starts with this. So this is a, let's see what we've got here. Let me break this part. Okay. So this is 4 of these 33-degree slopes with a cutout in dark azure. It's got just a 1x4 plate and a tile on top of it. Underneath it is a 1x3 plate. And that's going to rest it on this unit. This is a 1x4. I want to make sure I don't forget how this goes together. So this is a 1x4 plate, and it has a 2x4 wedge and a wedge plate there on top. Underneath it. So it goes like that. And then there's a couple of 1x3 plates and a 1x1 plate. So brick with side stud into a brick into a cheese here below it. And this unit will sit on top like that. Then that's going to go into this subassembly. And let's see, this guy, if I attempt to do studs up, it's going to look something like, and again, I don't want to forget how this goes together, so let me see, okay. So studs up looks like this, 33-degree inverted slope, a 1x3 plate, the 1x3 plate into a 1x1. That then has 2 1x2 plates on top of it and this other 65-degree slope. So it looks like this. Into that, the bottom of that is a 1x1 brick with a side stud to a 2x2 corner plate. That a 1x1 brick with a side stud and a 65-degree slope on top. And that unit, then, if I can remember, great. Okay, and then there's a 1x3 plate, 1x3 tile on top into a 2x2 corner plate. And then underneath that is a brick with a side stud into the back of a Technic brick, into which there is another brick with a side stud, like so. And this unit then will connect in. How did this work? Like this. Connects in on top of the those 1x2 plates. Just like that. And then if I have put it back together properly, then I will be able to find a way to make this all come back together. And let's see. Aha, great. So it will connect in like this. So 3 studs. Bunch of angle changes. And then this component, these 2 components will go together. So the 2 studs on that plate with the clips will connect in here. And now there's you can see the little jog here into that connected unit. One last component starts with this. So this is a, let's see, we're going to take this apart. So just a bunch of plates. So there's a 1x12 plate. It's got a 8 long and a 4 long tile on top of it. A slope with a cutout at the end that's going into it. There's a 2x2 corner plate, 1x6 plate, and a 1x3 plate underneath it. And then that's sitting on top of this little unit, 1x2 plate, 1x2 brick, another 1x2 plate, and a 1x3 plate into one of these old school slopes that I really like, hard to find, with it has studs on the edge. So we've got some dark azure cheese on there. And this unit looks like so. And that connects into this last little kind of messy assembly. So let's see how I want to do this one. Okay, just need to be slightly careful. All right, so this is maybe we'll start here with there's a bracket, one of those 1x2 plate brackets. And here at the end, it's got a slope with a dark azure slope with a cutout, a 1x2 plate, and which is capped off with a 1x2 tile. Then around this side is underneath that is a 2x2 plate. It's got a 1x1 plate with a clip on it. And a 1x1 plate, and it fits in underneath like this. One more 1x1 plate underneath it. Hopefully you can see there. Again, the 1x2 plate with the 2 bars on it. Some cheese and a 1x1 plate. And can I remember where this part went? See. It's the danger of taking this apart. Just a moment. Okay, I had to check the mirror image. So let's leave this here. This is a 1x3 tile. It's got a 1x1 plate with a clip underneath. The reason for that later is I just needed that spacing gap to make properly, to fit something properly. That's gonna, as we put it at an angle. It's got a couple headlight bricks underneath it with a 1x1 plate for stud reversal. And this little unit will fit on top of this like so. And then the entire unit then will come in underneath here. It's just a one stud connection, but we're going to make that stronger later. Okay, so it looks like that. Finally, we can put it all together. So this sort of, again, I don't like these sort of jaggy edges on the outside of the slope, so we're going to have a chance to cover that all up using this oops, I'm going to flip that all out of the way, using this bit. So it's going to we'll sit on top like this, cover everything, and we're going to connect it in two places. So it will connect here, and I will also connect over here. It also just rests on top of all of that assembly, so it's not going to go anywhere. And when you're bringing it back around the other side, you see the completed wing. All right, I'm going to make the prongs, and I'll start this with the starboard prong. And the first bit here has, it looks like a 1x12 plate with a bunch of cheese on top. And then that's on top of a 1x10 plate with a 1x4 and also some cheese. So it looks like this. And that's going to connect into this bit. This is a series of three 1x2 to 2x2 inverted brackets here. And on top of that is a 1x8 plate. Underneath that's a 1x2 to 1x4 bracket that I'll show you what that's for later. And then across, holding this bit together is some panels, 1x4 and a 1x2. Okay. And pardon me. And this component will then fit in on top of this one like so. Okay. The next little bit here is this. If I pop this apart, it's a 1x6 plate. Up underneath a 1x4. So 1x6 to a 2x2 corner. There's a 2x2 underneath it. The 1x4 is on top. The 1x4 has a 2x4 tile and a 1x2 plate underneath it. And this unit's going to sit on top of that. These are some 2x2 plates with clips. There's actually two separate parts here. So here's the 1x4. There's a 1x4 tile with the two connecting plates with the clips and the bar. And to the bottom of this is a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. So there's a round plate on top. And the other bit of this that's going to connect up in also has those combination of the plates with the clips and the bar. It has a 1x2 to 2x2 inverted bracket with a panel on top and one more little tile. And so this unit looks like that. And it will fit in on top of this here, if that's correctly. And then these bits should go together. if I can remember where they go. Okay. And I believe it's like this. See in just a minute if I've done that properly. Then there's another big section here of the 1x2 to 2x2 inverted brackets. There's 4 of them. They have 2 1x4 panels on top, a 1x8 tile, and this section, I believe, will fit up underneath here. Okay. Then we've got a couple more panels. So this is a 1x4 will come in underneath here, and 1x2. And this is creating a channel into which the other part of the prong will fit to get that nice kind of long angle in the prong area. And the last part of this subcomponent is this. So this is a 1x8 tile. I've put some decal on top. Underneath the 1x8 tile, there are 4 1x2 to 1x2 inverted brackets, like so. Along the brackets, got a 1x2 panel and a 1x4 panel. And then underneath this is a 33-degree inverted slope. And this portion is kind of interesting. So to make this fit in just perfectly, so this bracket's going to fit into the bottom of this 1x4 panel. But there's a half plate offset here that's open. So it's fine, it's strong enough, and clearly the studs are just resting up underneath this. But I recognize there's a gap, and it's intentional to achieve the half plate offset here in the top. So this is the first part of the prong. Aside for the moment. Then the next part of the prong component starts with this. So this is a 1x10 plate that's got a bunch of cheese on top, and then 2 1x2 to 2x2 inverted brackets here. And it's going to connect in to this bit. These are for the 2 long cheese on top of a 1x6 plate. And then underneath the 1x6 plate, if I turn around, there are 2 of these nifty 1x2 to 1x2 inverted brackets in blue, which was I think a cool color that came out recently for that part, and a 1x2 plate. So this segment will connect in like this. Okay. And then on the, let's see here. Just make sure I've got this right. Yeah, I think this is correct. So then here on the next bit is a 1x6 plate. On top of that, in the front of the plate is this. It's a 2 long cheese and a 1x2 plate with 1 handle here in the center. And then just perfectly offset is a 1x2 plate with a handle. And a couple of these round tiles in black, which also were new for this year, I think. And this is offset in a way that'll make sense once I put the entire prong together. Okay. So it sits on here. Then there's underneath this is a 2x3 plate. On top is a 1x3 tile and a 1x2 tile. And this segment will then connect in underneath this, like so. So this plate with the clip is connected in 2 studs. Everything else sits like this. So then for strength, here we've got this series of the inverted brackets. I'm going to put a 1x8 tile across them, like that. That's going to make this segment very strong, actually. And then finally, this is a 2x3 plate. And it's got connected to an assembly of the 1x2 plate with a clip into this 1x2 with bars on both sides. I love this part. Another plate with clip. And this is going to connect in, this will connect in underneath this. Okay. Oh, there are a couple more components here before I put the entire prong together. Let's see. So this bit is this is a 1x8 plate here in black. It's got a round tile underneath it, and then a brick with a side stud here with a couple 1x1 plates, and then into that a stack of 1x2 plates and a tile. On top of that, this segment, I'll put this back on just a second. On top of that is a 1x10 plate in the dark azure. I really like this color, by the way. And I think it looks quite nice with the blue, which has a 1x4 tile on top. And then this is a 2x2 corner plate in blue with a 1x1 tile and some G's. And on top of that, this segment, this little bit is also a 2x2 corner plate in blue, a 1x2 tile in blue on top of the 1x2 plate in dark azure. And this will connect in on top like so. Okay. Then onto that, this is two 1x3 plates in black. It's got a 1x4 and a 1x1 plate on top and some cheese. And it will come here along the top. Do this properly, like so. And then underneath that, this is a couple of, so it's a 65-degree slope, a 33-degree inverted slope, and a couple of plates. And that will connect in like so, the rear part of the prong. And then this segment should then connect in with the previous one we made. Okay, and this is the inset part of the prong. Almost one more thing. So I've got this little fin. So this is a tail, and it's got a couple of hinge bricks with the 2x2 tops, and there's a tile back here. And this is going to rest in on these two studs. This, and then fold in like so. Intentionally, I didn't put blue cheese in here because I didn't want the angle. I didn't want the extra kind of little part of the plate exposed where this connects in. So the angle looked best just like this in this case, and everything is hidden up inside there. So with that, I can put the prong together. The total prong. So it's going to, this bit with the, with the brackets into this tile, it's going to fit in the channel that we made earlier. So this is exactly 4 studs tall, and should slide in. Just put it back together properly, just like that. Okay, and you can see it's going to leave exposed the blue and the dark azure. Like that. And then to hold, it actually holds itself together pretty well, but to fix it, just right into place, back around the back here, where we had those plates with the clips and that favorite bar element, just connects in like this. Okay. So that's the prong, and we'll need one more of these in a mirror image. All right, now I'm going to work on the rear part of the frame. And that will start with this vertical stabilizer, actually. So studs up, we've got this little component. It's a 1x2, two 1x2 plates, a Technic brick into a headlight brick into a headlight with a tile. And that's going up into 2 plates. That's going up into 2 plates, a Technic brick with a plate into it, side here, like so, and then it's going, and then a 1x2 plate, 1x4 plates, a couple dark azure tiles, and an inverted slope. Okay, so pretty straightforward so far. Then along the top of the tail is, of the stabilizer rather, is this bit. This is old school finger hinge on the black, 2 plates and a 1x1 tile. On the blue part, then that goes to a 1x8 plate and a 1x1 plate. And along the top, these are all done. This is 6 dark azure plates. I would have strongly preferred to have dark azure tiles. I would have strongly preferred to have a longer tile here, but when I made it, the only tiles available were 1x2 in that color. But it's still fine. And there's a 1x1 plate here at the tip. Okay. So this bit will connect into here. And you can see the lines now up over the top of the stabilizer, like so. Cool. Then the next bit is this. So I think this is all studs up. Looks like. So the for strength, there is a 1x brick with a side stud into a 75-degree inverted slope. It's got a 1x4 and 1 and 3x2 plates underneath it. So basically 2 stacks of 5. And 1x4 plate, the cheese grater, and then a 1x2 plate, a tile, and a 1x1 plate here. Catch the light. And then across the top is a 1x4 plate, strengthen everything up, and a tile and a 1x1 plate. Okay. And this is, let's see, where is this going to go? Oh, it will go in like this from the side. Then the next little bit is the way in which we're going to connect the stabilizer to the ship itself. So looks like looks like this. So there's a let's see if I can take this apart safely. Looks like it. Better if I do this. Okay. So I've got these 2 red brackets, 1x1 to 2x2. They are on top of a 2x3 plate. It's got in turn has a 1x2 plate and then a 1x2 to 2x2 bracket here in black and a 2x2 plate here in light blay. Stack that back up. On top of the 2x3 dark blay plate is a jumper and a brick. And then into the that bracket is a 1x2 tile jumper here in black, a couple of plates in black, a brick with side stud in black, and then there's a plate and a tile here into that. Okay, and onto that will go this bit. So it's a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted brackets with a that are then going into 2 jumpers because of the stabilizers right in the center of the ship. That in turn is going into a 1x2 plate into the bottom of the 75-degree slope. And then this whole unit will go here. I like this because the 75-degree slope has got 3 studs connecting it here on the side. It's pretty good. Okay. And so then I'll be able to take this and connect it in up underneath. Okay. And this big gap in the center around which you won't be able to see when the ship is together is intentional. There's other components here which are intruding into that space. So we had to do that. Okay. And then lastly, just to cap this, this is a 18-degree slope, 1x4 slope in the back. So that's the stabilizer. The next part of the rear frame has... let's see, I will start with this. So all studs up, 6 of the plate brackets, like so. Across those, let's see if I can safely open this up. Across those is a 2x6 plate in red, 1x2 plate in red, 2x3 in red, and you see the 2 red bricks with side stud on top. And on the back of that will go this bit. There's 2 2x3 plates in dark blay, and those each underneath have a 1x2 brick and a 1x2 brick with side studs. I guess I probably could have done a 2x2 brick in the center here if I had one handy. Actually, now that I've got it open, I'm going to change this around like so. Or is that a good idea? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Then on the back here, this is a 1x4 plate. It's going into 2x2 corner plates, which then have another 1x4 plate and blade underneath it. And it's going into two 1x2 bricks with a red 1x2 plate on top. Okay. And if I put this back together, hopefully the same way I found it, then it's going to look like this. Okay. And then the next bit here, let me just make sure that I know how this is going to actually work. Okay, groovy. Okay, so the next bit here is this one. And let's see, what is a good way to take this apart? Let's do it like this. All right. So down below, this is a 1x6 plate. It has into it on each side let's see, is there a good way to, I see what I did. Okay. So this 1x6 plate has a couple of these plate brackets underneath it. And then on each side here, this is a Technic brick into a 1x2 brick with 4 studs. So studs on all sides, which make it super strong when connected. Okay, so a Technic brick, 2 holes into the brick with studs on both sides. There's a tile on top that's hanging off the edge here of this 1x6 and 2x6 red tile. Plate bracket up underneath it. Okay. And then onto the top of that are these 1x3 plates, 1, 2, 1x2, some 1x1 plates, and capped with a 1x6 plate and a 1x6 tile. Okay. And then into that is a looks like a 2x4 yellow plate here. That's got up underneath it a 2x2 plate, and then 1x2 to 2x2 inverted brackets, and 2 1x2 to 2x2 normal brackets. So something like that. Okay. Then on top of the yellow, let me pull this back off for a second. On top of the yellow tile, we've got 4 jumpers here in dark blay, and this, and then together that has each across the studs, the center, and making a channel. There's a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 tile. There's a 2x2 plate, another jumper, and a 1x1 plate behind it, and then a 18-degree cheese grater kind of floating on top. And when I put this all back together, this part looks like so. And then I can put it on top of this. All these frame sections are super strong. Reworked the, oops. Like that. Okay. Studs aplenty. Okay, and then this is going to, if I can show this. Okay, so this is going to connect in like this with the tail. Okay, but to hold it all together, I'll need something, and for that, we've got these bits. So this is a, let's see, how should we do this? So this is a 2x4 plate. It's got a 1x2 plate and a 1x3 plate into a plate bracket. Plate bracket's got a 1x2 brick on top and a 1x1 plate on the back here. And then that's connected into a 2x3 plate. And changing stud direction. This is a 1x6 plate into another 1x6 and a 1x1 plate here at the end. And so 7 long. And that's capped with these 3 black cheese and a dark blue cheese. Okay. And let's see, make sure I do this correctly. So I believe the dark blue cheese should be at the back. So now I can use these bits on the side to connect the vertical stabilizer into the main body. So let me attempt to do that. Okay. And if I flip it around here, you can see it's nice and tight. So just slide the cheese grater into the, so put it right where it needs to be. Okay. And cinch it up with one more of these on the other side. Okay, coming together pretty well. The next bit of the rear frame is this one. Let's see here. So this is, I reworked this one for strength, and it's a real pain now to put together and take apart. So, but it looks, let's see, how shall I do this? Let's try it like this. Okay, so so studs up, plate bracket. It's got a plate bracket facing this direction, plate bracket facing this direction, and then 2. You can see here. So this one's asymmetrical, and then 2 bricks with 4 studs on the side, and then 2 more plate brackets on top. Okay. And that's going to connect into this portion, and this bit has a 2x4 plate into a 2x6 plate. Just looking at the dark blade for the moment. On this 2x4 plate is a tile with 1 stud in the middle, and at one point I did that just to put a spacer so that this other bit won't move, but I'll show you in just a second. So then on the center of this 2x6 plate is 2 of these red bricks with side stud. They have yellow plates on them, by 2 plates. And then this is going to be a Technic brick with 2 holes. And it has 2 bricks with side stud plugged into it. Okay. And let me just put that back together. Right. Now, on the sides, I'm going to redo this in just a second. So we'll put together this kind of a T-shaped bit with all these studs. Okay. Now I'm going to temporarily take these parts off. Put it back on in a minute. Okay, so this is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2x10 dark blade plate. Got 2 of them. They're in between these red bricks with side stud, and then I put a plate bracket underneath. And again, because it's asymmetric, so this time it's pointing the other direction. And it has a 1x2 tile on top. So this is going to connect in all of these plates like so. Okay. Then I'm going to take this tile and I'm going to lock it across the top. And then use this brick with side studs here, a headlight brick with a tile here, seeing it nice and tight, and just a normal brick here. Okay. And I'll do the same thing. Lock it super tight. Okay. Okay. Then to this component, let's see, I will then add this one. Yep, okay, looks good. So so this guy is looks like this, and what's a good way to show it off? So just popping this open. This is a 1x4 plate into a 2x2 corner plate, into a plate bracket, into a 2x2 corner plate, into a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. And there's a 2x2 yellow plate here in the center. Okay. And this is going to get capped with this guy. This is a 2x8 plate. And then on top of that are a couple of 2x3 plates, 1x4 plate, all capped off with a 8 long tile, and then a couple of red 1x2 plates. Okay. So this gets all put together like this for strength, like so. And then this unit will connect it on top of this one. Okay, and you can start to see all these studs are going to line up later when we put the cladding on either side of the fuselage. Then the last, let's see here. Then I think I can move to some assembly. So here's the vertical stabilizer section. So into that is going to go this guy. This is a 2x8 plate. It's got a couple 2x4 plates on top of it. Pop off here. That then has a 2 1x2 Technic bricks with 2 holes. And then I put 2 red plates, 1x2 plates into that. Okay. It's got so 1x4 brick. On each side, 1x2 brick, and a 1x2 brick with 2 studs on the side. Okay, and a plate bracket. Okay. Clearly same thing over here. And then capped it all off with a 1x4 plate with 2 1x6 tiles. Okay. So then back on this section, this bit we just made is going to be able to fit in on top of it. The top stud on these 2 bricks with side stud are going to come into the remaining holes here from those Technic bricks, and it's going to be flush up against this side. If it does properly, great. Okay, I think that is going the direction that I want it to go. Yep, looks good. And then the, so like so, and then this component, yeah, okay. We'll do the assembly in this order. So these 2 bits will come together first. All right, and we got something which is looking super strong. And then we'll connect into here. Then between this super strong section and this one, there's flex. That is all going to go away once we bring things all along the side here and all these exposed studs. Okay. One more bit for the rear frame. So got these little segments. And let's see, this is super straightforward. So there's a 2x6 plate. Here at the bottom, 1x1 plate. Into that is a 2x4 plate, 1x1. Let's see here. 1x3 plate here, plate bracket hanging off of it. 1x6, 1x3, 1x4 plate. So 7 across. 1x6 and 1x1 tiles, capping that. On the other side here, is a 1x4 plate. It's got a 1x1 tile. And then into that is a 2x3 plate, 1x3 plate off the front. So, okay. Brick with side stud. On the back here, 1x2, 2x2 tile. And then I'm going to cover this with bricks with side stud. So 2 4 long and the one in the center. Okay. And then this is a 33-degree slope, and it's got 2 1x3 plates underneath it. And we'll come in like this. Okay. So if I go back to the frame, then let's see, I think it's going to be just like this. So this segment will come in here, hold this all together, while providing another set of attach points for the components between the fuselage and the wings. So is that correct? Okay, I think that's correct. If it's not, I'll have to come back and fix it later. It's not correct. Okay. So I put it 1 stud too far back. So it should look like this, down from below. Okay. And so this bit is the completed rear frame. All right, I'm going to start on the front of the frame. And to do that, before I get to the interesting components, I've got these bits of cladding that provide support along the side of the front. And so here's one of them here on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this so we can put it back together. Okay, and so studs up, it looks like begins life as a very long plate, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2x12 here, and then that's going to connect into this bit with these brackets on the top. So let me further pull this apart. There we go. Okay, so on top of the 2x12 plate, it's going to go a 1x12 plate here. That's got underneath it this segment. So let me just take it all apart. Okay, so 1x12 to 1x2. 2x8 around this side is a 2x6, and then a 1 underneath and a 1x4 on top. Then over the top of this is going to go this bit. I'm sorry, we'll go underneath first. So this is a 2x4, a 1x4, and another 2x4, and another 1x4. So stair step and a 1x2 plate. So we'll come up like this. Then along the top, we're going to add a plate bracket into the, we'll go here, and then a 2x8, 2x4, and a couple of jumpers here. And finally, capped with a 2x2 and a couple of cheese. So looks like this. And then back to the with the 2x12. We'll go up underneath this. Okay. This is a 1x2 with 2 side studs, and this bit here is a 2 1x2 plates, a couple bricks with side stud on top of it. This is 2 alternating of the plate brackets, so facing either direction, So I've got a 1x2 plate filling in the gap, and then two 1x4 bricks with side stud on top, and a tile with a stud in the middle. Okay. Then this bit with the brackets. So 1x6, and then three 1x2 to 2x4 brackets. And then here, this is a 1x2 to 1x2 bracket. It's got a tile on the end. It's up underneath a 2x3 plate, two jumpers, and a tile, 1x2 tile. So looks like this. Okay. And then this bit is two more of the plate brackets up underneath a 1x8 tile. Under that tile is a 1x4 and a 1x2. And then there's all cheese on this other side. So we'll connect all of this in like so. Okay. So then let me just remember where the other parts are all going to, we're all going to end up. Yeah. Okay. So then on these brackets on the top, this is a 2x6 plate. It's got, if I crack it open here, so the 1x3, 1x1, a couple 1x2 plates, and 1x1 and a cheese. And then there's a, the interesting bit is a 1x2 with two side studs up underneath a 1x6 tile into a 1x1, 1x3 plate, and a cheese grater. These other three are just filler 1x2s. And that will connect in here on top of this. Okay. And then this segment connects in on these 12 studs. Like so. This bit is just a stack of plates to achieve something that's 5 long. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and some cheese along the top, and that will go on these studs here. Okay. And lastly, I think this is going in the right spot. So there is a 1x10 plate. On top of that is a 2x6 plate, 1x6 plate in dark blay, and then it built up to a set of tiles along the top of 2x4, 1x2 on top of a bed of plates. Okay, so the whole thing is 4 plates tall, and I think it goes here. I'll move it if I need to later. Okay. And then lastly, there's a oops, I can see now that this is wrong. So this is going to be right here. So it should have a gap. Okay. And then lastly, here on the front, this is a 2x4 wedge, a couple of the 2x3 wedge plates, and that will sit in like so. Okay. So that's one half of this bit that's going to encompass the front frame. The other half of it is a mirror image with the exception of this bit. So the two studs out here are going to turn into, on the other side, a Technic brick with 2 holes. And these bits that are already attached back in here with all the side studs, those don't need to be duplicated. So this is going to, after I finish the other components, this is going to sandwich the front together in between them. Okay, but we'll come back to that as I build one piece at a time. And the first of those internal frame pieces is going to be the bit that ultimately has those kind of struts sections off the front of the ship that go off to the wings. We'll start with this part of that component. So let's see. So studs up, 2 headlight bricks into a plate bracket, into 1x2 with 2 side studs. 2 more plates, 1x2 with 2 side studs here, a 1x2 brick, and a 1x2 tile. And then into that is this bit. So on top, this is 2 1x4 bricks with side studs. Alternating either direction are some plate brackets with the extra space filled in with a plate, a 2x4 plate, and a 2x4 tile on top. Okay, so we'll come back to that in just a minute. Let's see, which of these sides do I want to do? So then here's the bit that's going to connect into that sort of flying element that comes off of the strutty bit that goes off to the wings. This looks like this, all kind of decomposed, but we'll go further. Let's do this. Okay. So beginning with, there are 2 plate brackets. This top one is in black because you can see it a little bit, and there's a 1x2 tile on top of connecting it to the lay one, to a 2x3 plate. Underneath the 2x3 plate is a 2x4 black plate. Okay, a jumper here. I'll come back to this side in just a second. And then along the top, there are two long cheese and a 1x3 plate. So I'll put that together. Then this bit is a 1x4 plate. It's got a jumper, 2 long cheese, and I think this was correct. And then a 2x2 corner plate. It's got a 1x3 plate along the top and a 1x1 plate behind it. And so I'm just putting this back together like so. Okay. This bit is probably easiest to see upside down. So, actually I'll begin with take this apart. Okay. So this is a 1x6 plate. Underneath the 1x6 plate are 2 1x2 to 1x2 inverted brackets into a 1x6 tile with a 2x2 corner plate on it. Okay. On top of the 1x6 plate are a cheese, and then a 1x2 brick with side studs. And then underneath it on the front is a 2x2 corner plate here. And that connects into, from below, 2 1x2 plates and 1x1 plate up into a cheese grater. Okay. And then this bit, so we've got the, let's see, how shall we do this? So 2 of these plates with a clip on top are going into a 1x2 plate with a bar. On top of the studs on that plate is a 1x2 plate and a cheese grater, like so. Okay. And then plugging in the other direction is another 1x1 plate with a clip on top. And that goes now into it connects to a brick with side stud that has a stack of 2 of the hinge plates on top. You don't want once we get this in place, you're not going to want these to move, so pick out hinge plates that have a lot of clutch to them. And then along the front here, this is a 75-degree slope into a brick with side stud and 2 plates underneath it. Okay. And when we connect this up, you get something pretty close to a smooth line here along the side. Okay. So then this bit will connect over to the top of this one. Let's see if I can remember how this all went together. Okay. So the this stud on the hinge plate will go to the rightmost stud here on this brick with side stud. And then just move everything around until it looks pretty close to this, I think, from the side. Oops. Okay, I'll adjust it some more later. It should, when it's done properly, this this cheese here will touch the back right underneath that brick with side stud. Okay. So then this bit will, the two plates with the clip on top will connect into these two jumpers here and hold everything at a 30-degree angle. So get it all in. Okay. So it looks like this. Okay. This segment then we can bring back this guy, and let's see if I can remember how this. So this is this will wrap around this unit. So the plate will go into on top of the headlight brick, like so. I'm going to mirror image one of these, which will do the same thing from this side and the rear. In the front, then, have all these exposed studs, then to latch everything together. And to do that, I've got a 2x6 plate with a 2x4 tile on it. And so it will come in like so. And then I love, oops, just adjust this. I love this. These are 2x2 corner tiles in black. And we're going to use one of these on each side here in the front. And that'll give it a slightly more flush look than just the normal 1x1 tile. And I guess it's slightly structural because it's hugging the bottom of the this part that's hanging off. Okay. When that's put together, then we can put that into the frame. Let's see where that's going to go, and that should go right in here. Latch, so 6 studs. The next component here is this one, the front frame. This has an interesting bit I really liked. So I wanted the thickness here to be basically, it is 8 plates thick, so 2 rows of brick and then 3 plates in between it. That's what was going to look best. But these dark blue doesn't have so many useful parts. So to achieve that in the small space was there, I ended up doing this. So there is this bit here with the 1x4 tile comes up to a 1x4 plate, 1x2 plate, 1x1 and a plate and a 1x2 tile on top. And then wrapping this is a stack of the 1x2 plate and then a 1x2 brick in dark blue with the 2 side studs. 1x2 brick and a couple of cheese. This one will connect in, so the stud will connect. This side, there wasn't the right part in dark blue to make this work, so I came with this idea of using a little T-bar. So it goes into the mirror image version of that same unit, now with a tile here. And when I connect it all up and cinch it from the outside, it's exactly the right shape. And pretty strong. That tile, let's see here. Ooh. Okay. So that tile is going into a, if I yanked apart, there's a 1x2 plate with a brick with side stud here. There's a plate bracket with a 1x1 plate. This will go on top. And again, because of the dark blue was missing the right colors, the structure is a bit interesting here. So I ended up using this tile all the way down. And then capping that is a 2x2 corner plate here with a tile. And then there's a red 1x1 plate. When I put this all together, this red bit will plug into the other side of the frame and be held. So that's good. Underneath this, there is, into the plate bracket, is yet another plate bracket, which then goes to a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket. On top of that is a plate, a 2x2 plate, like so. Okay. Two bricks with side stud, 1x2 bricks with side stud, and a 2x2 tile. Then in front of this unit, I had to get a nice flush, but just barely angled up shape. So I did that by using two hinge bricks. So one here, and then plugs into a plate, and then a second hinge brick with a 2x2 top, and that allows it to move and move out just a bit. And that's plugged into this little hinge brick unit. It's plugged into two headlight bricks. It goes to a 1x2 plate, 1x2 brick, 1x2 tile on top. Underneath it is a 1x2 plate, yet another plate bracket, and a 2x2 tile. And that 2x2 tile and the plate bracket will connect into these studs. So it's 3 studs. What's that? And just cinch everything up. That's great. Okay. And then this unit can also be connected. So come here, and in this case, the 2 studs here are going to go into the back of this plate bracket. Oh, sorry, and then the 2 studs down here will also connect, so it's 4 studs on each side. Like so. The next big component here in the front frame is the one that's going to hold the cockpit in place. And let's see, how do I want to take this apart? Okay, there's a bunch of stuff going on in here. So let me take this off first. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so I'll start down below. There's a 2x2 plate. It's got a 1x2 tile, 2 1x2 plates underneath it, like so, and then a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted bracket in the front, and that's plugged up into a 2x2 plate bracket. You can see here. Underneath the plate bracket are another couple of bricks with side stud, and onto those studs are going a 2x2 corner plates rather. So like that. Then on top of that, I've got 2 1x2 tiles, a 2x2 plate, and then a sandwich made up of hinge plates. So there's a hinge plate, and then a 1x2 tile, 1x2 plates, 2x2 plate in the center, and there's a series of hinge plates. Now this is going to be able to get the angle of the front of the cockpit, the nose section as it converges. This bit then will connect into, just make sure that's right. Yep. So then framed along the bottom is this. So this is a 1x2 to 1x2 inverted inverted bracket. On top of that is a plate with just 2 studs on it, 2 2x2 corner plates. This is going in the bottom of a 65-degree slope. Okay. Which then goes to a 2x2 plate. The 2x2 plate has a grill on it and another 1x2 plate, which then goes to one of these nifty bricks that has 4 studs on it, and then that's then hugging a 2x2 plate with a round extension. And this little unit will then slide back up underneath this one. So goes upside down. So like this. So we've got a stud reversal. You can see why I chose that plate with the without the studs in the center. Now I can put the bit that's going to hold this at just the right angle. So this is a hinge brick. Obviously, it goes into a 2x2 top. That 2x2 top is going to a plate bracket facing. I could only make it face one direction. That's fine. It has a 1x2 plate on top of it. Then two of these bricks with side stud. Then to the yellow bit is a 2x2 plate. Then there's two 1x2 plates with a handle extension at the end. Dark blay, red 2x2 tile on top. On the other side is a plate with two clips, 2x2 tile, and 1x2 plate. And so this is going to sandwich up on top here, like so, and then connect on the bottom here, like this. And I also like this. I think it's great. And because of the way the pressure works, it's very strong. And so this is holding the front at a perfect angle relative to the body. To cap this off down below, as a finishing bit, I've got a couple of these elements. So this is a, let's see if this is a 1x6 tile. It's got a 1x2 plate. Underneath it, a 1x2 plate with a handle. This little round 1x1 plate for show. A couple of 1x2 plates, and then plugged into that is a couple of these slopes with 45-degree slopes with cutout. Under that is a 1x3 plate and a 1x1 plate. And let's see, I just need to remember where these go now. Oops. What have I done? Okay, great. So on each side then, this is going to connect in on two studs. Like this. Okay. Same thing over here. Okay, so it's just framing out the bottom, make it nicer. Then on these exposed bits, I've got a 2x4 wedge with a 2x3 wedge plate underneath it. And so two of those will come in like this. So that's the little bit that's going to hold the cockpit down from below. And just like the other ones, now we can come in and attach that in the front. So it's going to, at this stage, it will connect in on one side on two studs, the other side on four studs. Like so. Now I can bring in the other side that we made before. Okay, this one. Sorry, one more look at this before I close it all up. And this side will come across just the same way, with the exception of that one bit where it's receiving studs instead of plugging into the back. Okay, just tighten this all up. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, one last thing. Here on the bottom, I've got this is a 2x6 plate. It has a couple of 18-degree slopes with some little lights, and a 1x2 plate underneath. Then some cheese, and a plate, and a 1x4 tile. And just as a nice touch, this will plug into those bricks with side stud that we had on the internal frame. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, now we can put the entire frame together. So for the final frame assembly, the front and the back together, I've got now some bits, these big beams out of a Technic. So this is a 14 beam into a 16 long beam. There's a bunch of pens holding it together. I won't tear that back apart, but I don't mind taking the top bit apart again. So on top of that are these units. So let's see, I'm going to do this. Okay. So here on the connected beams, there's a series of plates, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, and 1 by 1. And that's then capped off with a 1 by 4, 1 by 6 plate here, covered with cheese, 1 by 6 plate covered with cheese here, and a 1 by 3 plate covered with cheese here. Much cheese. Okay. Then into the top of that, so this bit, this is a headlight brick into a brick, into 2 plates, a 1 by 2 brick, a 75-degree slope, a plate into the back of a headlight brick, 2 more plates, and a tile. And this will connect in on top like so. Okay. So got 2 of those for image. Now bringing in the segments of the frame. Okay. So here from the front, now we can take this beam element, connect it into all these studs here on this one, connect it into all the studs here. Okay, and then that will connect in on the rear portion as well. All this. Okay. So so that's connected from the side. I've also got this 2 by 4 plate, which is going to connect in across the top. Maybe before I do that, I should mention this is where the stand will connect up into these 2 slots. And I built the frame. I designed and built the frame last for the ship, so I was able to find the center of balance for when all the wings and everything are on there, and it's right here. So I intentionally made the stand connection just in that spot to make things easy. But across this bridge will be this 2 by 4 plate. Cool. And you can see here's here's the stud where the intake section will connect. This bit behind it has to stay empty because the intake section is sloped down and uses some of that space. And if I turn it over, then I'll put the big beam section on this side as well. Cinch everything up. Okay. And that is the completed frame. Now I'm going to knock out a few extra bits that'll be necessary for the final assembly. And so this little bit is going to go along the back of the fuselage and wrap around the tail section and little engine mechanicals. And so if I take this guy apart, so it looks like this studs up. So there's a 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 bracket. It's got a 1 by 2 plate and a tile underneath it. It's into the bottom of a 2 by 2 plate, the dark blue one. And then maybe I pop the top off here. So then this bit, there are 2 components. So there's this big stack, 1 by 2, a couple plates, and then all these headlight bricks along the top with some tiles in it for texture. And then behind that, this is a 1 by 2 plate, 2 bricks with side stud going the opposite directions, 2 plates, a Technic brick with 2 holes, 2 plates, and the 2 bricks with side stud. Okay, and then that's going to get capped off with this bit, 2 plates, a 2 plates, a 1 by 1 plate, 2 by 2 corner plate, 2 by 2 corner plate with a 1 by 2 tile, a 1 by 1 Technic brick with a plate in it, and that will just hold this unit together like so. And then let's see here. So then this bit is a 45-degree inverted slope. It's a 2x2. It's got a plate, 1x2 plate underneath it. On top is a 1x8 tile and a 1x2 tile. And that will come in here on this exposed plate. Okay. And then this last bit, so there's a stack of plates. Here's a, let's see, will I do that? I'll just rip it apart. So this is a 1x6. Oops. So there's a 1x6 plate. It's got on top of it a corner, one of these corner slopes. I don't know the name of it. Here, I really like this little design. That has underneath it a 1x3 plate and a plate with a door rail. And then along the top are going to be two more 45-degree 2x2 slopes, a 45-degree 1x2 slope. It's going to have a 1x4 plate underneath it and a 1x6 tile on top. And this unit will connect it on these two studs, like so. Okay. So that'll be this will be necessary for the final assembly. Then this bit is this guy. Maybe I'll zoom back out a bit. Again, so this is a big piece of cladding that's going to go underneath and finish off the bottom of the ship. And just taking this guy apart. So this has a 2x4 wedges on top of a 3x4 wedge plate. That's sitting on top of a 2x3 plate, like so. That plate has on top of it two of these slopes with cutout and a 1x2 tile into a 1x6 plate, 1x1, 1x6, covered with a bunch of cheese. Okay. And similar thing on this side. Okay. That then is going to transition into a 1x10 plate. Okay. And let me take the next bit apart. So this is a 2x8 plate. It's got a 2x4 18-degree slope with a 2x2 underneath it. And then just forward of that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these slopes with cutout. And probably, if I pop this off, there's a 2x2 plate here in light blay with a 2x2 tile on top, 1x2 tile here. Okay. And so this will connect in like so. This open area in the center that I'm building around is where the stand will connect up into the frame. Then this bit towards the back. Take that apart. Okay, cool. So this is a 1x4, 2x4, 2x4, 1x4 plate. You can see the two 2x2 corner plates underneath it. And then it's just going to have a, pretty confident there's just going to be a sandwich here of a 2x6 plate with cheese on each side, and then a series of 2x2 tiles. And this will then connect in on top. Okay. And then finally, that's going to lead into a 2x6 plate with a 2x2 plate underneath it. It's got these 2x4 18-degree slopes, 1x4 plate, 2x4 plate, so, and then these wedges. So 2x4 with a 2x3 wedge plate underneath it. So that's the completed bottom unit. And finally, one of the most important bits is this. So this is the kind of a strut or big piece that is going to connect down from the top of the fuselage down into the wing area. Okay, so kind of cantilevered out. And it looks like this on this side and like this on the back. If I can catch the light, you can see the studs. Okay. So there's also some stud reversal stuff going on here. So let me do it like so. So it just studs up, 1x4 plate. This is a 1x1 panel, and that's so later it's going to fit lock in, or not lock, but fit in interlock or cover up around where it connects into the wing. 1x3 brick, 1x45 slope, a brick, a couple plates, a cheese, a brick, a plate, and a cheese. Okay. And that's going into this stack of 2 plates, a brick with studs on both sides, 2 plate, and a brick with studs on both sides. Come in here like that. Then staying, let's see, I want to do this. I'll stay studs up. So then that's going to go into this little bit. It's a 1x4 brick. And if I turn it around, you can see then they've got a brick, 2 bricks with side studs, brick, tile, and a plate. So that'll go here. And that then goes into this. So plate with a brick, easy. Stud reversal, so headlight brick to Technic brick. With a tile plate here, and it will connect in on those 2 studs. Okay. Then into that reverse stud is a 75-degree inverted slope with a tile and a plate here. So that looks like, if I can find it out, looks like this. Okay. And then lastly, this bit is a brick with side stud, brick, 1x2 plate, 1x1 tile, a brick, a plate, and a cheese. And let's see, and all the studs should be facing down in this case. So it looks like this. Okay, and that's this completed little unit. All right, now we're going to start the final assembly. And to begin, I'll take this, the big frame section that we created earlier, and just spin this around. So this is that super strong internal component for the ship. We've already got the tail there, and some various connections that are going to pick up the cockpit area and those struts across the center of the ship. And on top, and to help with the final assembly, I have a work stand. So like this is just something temporary, and we'll put the frame up inside of this work stand, like so. Then I'm going to begin with the sections that are going to sit on top of the rear portion of the frame. And I made these earlier just to give a look. So 2 of these. And this is going to sit in the back and right on top. And this long 1x8 tile will wrap either side of the tail section. And that's because this part is going to be exposed where a bit of the engine mechanicals sit up. So I wanted something nice and sharp there. Hence the exposed tile. And same thing on this side. Symmetric. And if we look at it from the back on, you can see it come together here in the center. For the next portion, take this bit that we made earlier. So this is half of the rear part of the engine section. And this has, so it has one engine and some mechanical component. Pop this off. It's on here at an angle, like so. And this is going to fasten in on all of these exposed studs here on the side. Okay, so there's a bunch of them. And take a little bit to make sure that I catch them all nice and sharp. And just, oops, cinching everything up. Okay. And same thing for the other side. So again, connect right in, like so. And here we go. Okay. Back on the stand. Then with those side components on, I've got two of these 18-degree grilled cheese, and that's going to will go in like so. Later, this mechanical section in the center with the intakes will slot in here, and will fit right between these door rails to hold it square, and then flush up against these grilled cheese components. Now I'll add the first bits of the wing connections, and so we'll start with one of these. So it looks like this, which we made earlier. And we've got all these bits down below, these plates with handles on both sides. That's going to help us with the angle. Okay. So this component now is going to fit in like this. So, and again, just want to cinch everything up nice and tight. And once it's good, then I can rotate this up into the right angle, into the proper angle. If you can see in here, it is just perfectly flush, 18 degrees off of the main body. And then I'm going to latch up all these parts down here off those plates with the handles. And this geometry I'm really happy with because it's perfect. Everything is nice and tight and strong, considering the weight of the wing section is going to be on here in a bit. So same thing on this side. So raise up in the proper spot. Oops. Cinch everything up. Raise the proper spot, and then fasten these below. This connection down below is very satisfying. Okay, and back on the stand. All right, now we're going to attach the wings. And before I do that, I guess I'll show you the wings look like we made earlier. So here's the one that goes on the port side of the ship. Looks like this, and you can see these two mixel joints. I'll show where that goes in just a moment. And the rest of the wing componentry. And to do this bit of assembly, I'm going to pop the ship off of the rope stand. Here, so, and turn it over. Flip this around carefully. Okay. So now I'm underneath the port side. Oh, no, I'm not. All right. Now I'm underneath the port side of the ship. This. And so here's our wing. So I'm going to take this bracket with the side studs, and it's going to go in first. And then the second mixel joint will flip in on the top. So it's going in two different ways. And then with those two connected, I can angle the wing. So it's just where I want it. To keep it where I want it, I'm going to use a third mixel joint. And this will come in like this. So just at the perfect angle. And then I've got an ingot here at the top. And we'll seal that joint together. So looking at it from this side, you can see it is kind of perfect. Okay. So same thing on the other side. Or here's our wing. 1, 2. Put it in the right angle. Third mixel joint. And the ingot. Okay. And with that, back onto the stand. Okay, wings are there. Now I'm going to add some connective bits here on the bottom of the ship. So I'm going to flip this over. This. And this is this component. Earlier, it's just some nice cladding. And so it's going to go fit around all those bits connecting the wings, and then connects in a bunch of places. Gives it a little bit of strength, but mostly it's just there to look good. Underneath. Okay. And 2 1x6 tiles then on top of all those plates with the clips. Come in like that. And back onto the work stand. Now we can put the cockpit on. So here's the cockpit unit, nose and so forth that we made before. Again, one of my favorite parts of this design. And this is going to it rests on a bunch of different places, but the connection is just 4 studs. Right on this angled portion on the inside, on those hinge plates. Get it in there properly. Okay. And now that the cockpit unit is there, this little bit up on the, oops, make sure it's actually there. Okay. And then you can see this series of tiles now comes out from the center of the ship up and then into the cockpit itself, which comes down. And on either side of that, just to hide those internals, I've got some 4x2 wedges in dark blue. And so we'll drop those on. Like so. And now the cockpit portion is attached. All right, now we'll add these struts that connect the main section back into the wings. This is by far is the trickiest part of the build. Just for assembly purposes, is the trickiest part of the build to get right. It's kind of once everything else is there, it's kind of a pain to get it into. So we'll see how it goes. By the way, the part looks like this, which we made before. And this is a 1x1 panel. It's going to fit in right around the edge there, underneath the other panel. And then these bits are going to be will be hidden behind a 1x4 panel once everything is put into place. Okay. So I will, and then there are 3 studs on the bottom here that are going to connect into this bit of brackets and this corner plate. But again, it's tricky. So let's see if I can get it right in the first try. Oh, good success. Okay, so it looks like that. And the other side. And just cinching it up from below. Okay. Oh, and I realize this one's not fully connected. Okay. And how about this one? Also not fully connected. Okay. But now it is. Okay. So those portions are ready. All right, it's time to add the prongs on the front of the ship. Made these before, and look like this. And so again, nice long angle achieved by tucking one part in underneath some panels. And it's going to connect in on either side of the ship. Here it's also angled relative to the main body with these bits with the clips. And there are 4 studs that it will connect to. And it's going to be, I think, hard for the camera to see, so you'll just take my word, it's going to work. It will work after I find the right spot. Right there. Okay. And then just adjust the angle to get it nice and flush. Okay. And flip around and do the other one. Okay. And the prongs are attached. Let's do the tail wings now. So these I also made before. So here's this again. This also has it's a bunch of facets. So I've got one here, and then some bits about 33 degrees off of that. So, and then another portion off of that with these cheese. Here's what it looks like down below. Some fairly complicated assembly just to get all the angles right. But there it is. And this is going to connect in on the back, this back strut coming off the back of the wings on 3 studs. And then I can adjust. We'll adjust the angle once it's on. Oops. Okay. That's that. And it's probably hard to see, but I like, I'm trying to get the angle relative to the main body to be pretty close to what this wing is as it comes back. And same thing for the other side. And this one's off a little bit. So, all right. Okay. The last portion, very last thing for assembly, is our bit with the those intakes, those engine components that I made before. And so it became just this bit. Here's the bottom of it. And this whole section, it's going to fit, these plates will sit between those door rails on the back to keep it straight. And then it's going to latch in just actually a single stud here onto into the center section here, where you can see that there's a tile with a 2x2 tile with one stud. So I'll slide that into place and latch it down. Okay, and it's there. All right. So the only thing left to do is to put this, get this up off the work stand and get it into the display stand. And the production stand looks like this. So very common for my stand designs. The angle here is adjustable. So I'll pull out this axle and these bushings, and can move to whatever makes sense. And we'll keep it approximately here. This, and if I flip this guy over, it is covered with a gazillion boat studs on the bottom, a bunch of which are actually structural. Okay, so here's the stand, it's pretty strong. And so we'll get the ship up off the work one. So, and the production stand will come in right underneath. Latches in very nicely. And there we go. So a couple more little spins. This is where it gets super reflective. Sorry. Pieces. And it is ready for swooshing. So away we go.